It's right behind me.
It's
What
right
happened to
behind you.
Cadence?
All right. Okay. Can everyone hear me and V?
Sounds like it.
Oh, fuck yes. Hello. Hi,
Oh,
everyone.
welcome back.
Welcome back to Horsin Around. It's our 1-year anniversary.
Our 1 year anniversary. We've always looked like this.
We have always looked like
Yay!
this.
Holy shit, so pixelated.
Oh. Hi, I'm your host, Pearl or Cypress, and this is my lovely co-host.
Hello, it's V. Today's best pony is Zakora.
Today's this pony is Zakora.
I think it is.
I decided for our 1-year anniversary, I decided to make some new models, and we have taken over the Kmart Crusader Clubhouse. We gave them 5 bits to fuck off.
It's our club. That happens in this episode, actually.
That happens in this episode.
It's been 1 year to the day, more or less. Is it actually the day today? Or like...
Yeah, it's today.
Wow, we didn't plan that. That just happened to fall also on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 1 year to the day since we started the show back in season 1 with the first 3 episodes, and here we are, 58 episodes, not 58 episodes of this show, 58 episodes of My Little Pony Deep.
Yeah.
20 episodes of the show. 20 episodes of the podcast.
Again, in universe, it took 3 years to reach this point. For us, it only took a year.
20 episodes in a year is pretty good, I think. That's more than that's almost 2 a month, because we took off, like, on average, because we took like a couple of weeks off, like every so, and we're usually, like, if we're not taking breaks, we're usually doing like 2 or 3 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
we're pretty on point with them.
So we're more or less on point. Yeah, we're like 4, I guess, maybe like 4 like off or whatever, but like that's fine.
That's fine.
You know, everybody has welcome back. This is great. I saw Pearl showed me my new model, but I didn't see any of the other stuff until now. So this is great. This is nice.
Yeah, it was a bitch getting this table up here.
Yeah, you know, we had to like get it up the stairs, and like we did a whole like fucking Drake and Josh bit.
Yeah, but you can fly now.
Yeah, I can fly now because I took my wings out of the jacket. They were there the whole time.
We made slots for your wings.
Yeah, they were there the whole time. They've been there the whole time.
I've mutated. I've grown moss.
Yeah, it's like a winter thing, except it's spring.
Except it's spring, you know, whatever.
It's like a spring thing. Yeah, it's like a spring thing. We're super off beat now. It's fucking November of 2012. Yeah. We're fucking way off beat. I don't know how the fuck we got so off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because the show's moving through time faster than we are, I guess. But like, it's like I looked at the schedule. I'm like, it's like early December by the time we're done with these episodes. Like, damn, it's already fucking like it's that time of the year again.
I know, right?
We don't get it. There's no Christmas episode this season, is there?
Not this season. Next season.
Nothing like next season, right? We get it next season. There is some. They did release Christmas merchandise.
They did.
I don't know if did you see that stuff with the Equestria Daily stuff?
I did.
They released Christmas merchandise, which is not canon because there is no Christmas in Equestria. But sometimes they will release like human Christmas.
There's that whole fucking Christmas album of the characters singing in character.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a couple of songs from the show in that too. Like it was like basically like it was like them doing covers of like famous Christmas songs, and some of them were like ponified.
Yeah.
And then there's like a couple of like the Heartswarming Eve songs from the show.
It's
super
it's
weird. We're a far cry from Gen 3 where Christmas was
the horses knew Santa.
Personally.
They knew him personally. Just want to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. It's November the 24th, 2012. It is season 3, episode 4. This is I changed a couple of things about like the technical aspects of my notes. Mm-hmm. So I'll have a couple extra to say. It is season 3, episode 4. This is the 56th episode of the show overall. This is One Bad Apple, written by Cindy Moreau. This is her 9th this is another thing I changed. This is her 9th episode that she's written for the show out of a total of 11. So we're almost done with Cindy already.
Oh,
I think she writes one more episode this season, or maybe it's like 2 in season 4 and 1 in season 5, and then she's done with the show forever.
well, Cindy Moreau, you had a good run.
She did have a pretty good run, I think, all things considered. I said this episode originally aired on November the 24th of 2012, which would be right around Thanksgiving.
This
right?
is a Thanksgiving episode.
This is a Thanksgiving. You know what? That's almost kind of appropriate since it's an episode about like extended family.
And also the parade.
Oh, that's probably why there's a fucking parade in this episode.
It's the
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, Applejack learns that it's the Harvest Fall Parade.
I wasn't listening when Applejack was talking in this episode.
She's the only one of the main 6 that talks besides Pinkie Pie this episode.
Dude, I literally wrote, I think Spike has like one line in this episode. I literally wrote a note when the rest of the main 6 show up on screen. I'm like, the rest of the main 6 showing up 13 minutes into this episode.
Why the fuck are they here?
Why the fuck are they here? Yeah, they didn't even pay them to be here. Yeah, this is, of course, a Cutie Mark Crusaders episode. This is maybe... Do you want to say the best Cutie Mark Crusaders episode? Probably the most well-known, right? Probably the most well-received.
It's the most well-received CMC episode, I would agree, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if there's such a thing as a good CMC episode. But if there was, One Bad Apple would probably be... this episode was supposed to be called... Bully for You, and they changed it. They changed the title. Yeah. For the apple pun, I assume.
They had to do it for the apple pun.
Yeah.
It's, we begin with, the Apple Bloom and Applejack, they got a cousin visiting from Manhattan.
Babs.
Babs Seed.
The Seed family is a subsidiary of the Apple clan. Like Yakuza style.
like Yakuza style.
Yeah, it's exactly like the apples are like the main family or whatever, and like the seeds are like a branch family of the apples. That's why there's like, there's like the fucking like pears or whatever the fuck, or like, how like sometimes there'll be apple family that are like they're not like called like apples or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like they're like branch family. It's like a Yakuza thing.
Or they got orange cousins.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking of, the oranges. Like they know oranges. That's not who Babs is related to, right?
I don't know. Granny fucked and had a lot of kids.
So like when Applejack in season 1 in her flashback episode, she went to Manhattan, right, to stay with the oranges that are distant relatives.
Babs might be part of the orange family because she is orange.
But she isn't. Well, she isn't called Orange anything. And she also has a super different accent than they do.
She has.
And she doesn't seem like she's the daughter of like rich people.
She has a New Yorker accent.
If she was fucking rich, she wouldn't have gotten bullied. Probably.
I don't know. She was adopted into the family.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I don't think. Like jumping into the end of the episode, Babs mentions that she also has an older sister. I'm pretty sure that character's never mentioned again, even when Babs shows up again.
No, nope.
I'm pretty sure these characters, none of Babs's immediate family is ever clarified by the show, except for like Babs herself.
Also, remember, Babs never shows up beyond season 3.
She shows up. I wrote this down at the end of the episode. She does reappear in season 5 and season 9. I don't know if she has speaking lines in those episodes, but she's like there in like Big Apple. I think she's like a season 5 like Apple family reunion episode that she's in. And then I think she's in like the season 9 finale. Like everybody's in the fucking season 9 finale, but like I think she's in that for like 2 seconds probably. And she also reappears like 4 fucking episodes from now.
Yep.
Which is crazy. It's like the fastest turnaround for a returning character ever, I think.
I think it is pretty much. And it's like, she's the 4th member of the CMC. We can't write her into every future CMC episode.
That would have been cool, though.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Babs is here. Babsy, she has a fucking Yorker accent.
She's got a sick haircut.
I like her haircut. Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm fucking walking over here. She's very shy. Initially.
She is shy the entire time, like during her first appearance.
Until she stops. Until she switches up on those hoes.
Oh.
She Applejack, like when she's trying to get Apple to get out of the goddamn house, she's like, oh, by the way, your cousin's also a blank flank. I forgot to tell you that because I don't care. And Apple Bloom gets super excited and she gets her stupid little friends.
She literally, fucking Applejack's voice at the train scene with them bouncing around her face.
Yeah. She gets her friends and they're like, we're gonna get your cousin to join the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
We're gonna get her to join our cult.
Yeah. And Babs just sort of like isn't biting on this at all.
But it's like meeting your cousin for the first time you've never spoken to before.
It's weird. I actually wrote like in my notes, like I think that probably a lot of kids can probably relate to the idea of like having a cousin your age you've never met before and like it being like just sort of awkward.
Yeah, like the adults in your family expect you to get along because you're the same age, but again, you've never met this person before.
You've never met this person before, and you're like sort of told that you're supposed to like them, like you should already like them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't know who this fucking person is, but we're like related, or it's like weird. Like you're like,
I'm viewing this from the
like,
lens of Babs. Like, while I'm going out to the sticks to meet my cousins I've never met before.
Yeah, like she's come out here alone. She's never met anyone like here. She's never met these cousins before. And here comes Apple Bloom and the two dumbest motherfuckers you've ever met. Just like blowing up her shit like from frame one. Like, give me a minute.
Give me a minute to breathe.
Give me a minute. Damn, I just got off the train. Like, give me a fucking second. So she's like, I don't think she doesn't like them or anything. I think she's just like nervous. Like she's just kind of like, yeah, she's just nervous. Like she's just not like ready for that.
She's also noticeably larger than them.
Yeah, she might be a little like older than them, or just maybe a little bigger than them. Mm-hmm. She's also a blank flank.
Every time they do her blank flank thing, she hides it with her tail, which is kind of cute.
Yeah, you could tell she's super. They do a lot of good like body language in this episode with Babs, where you can tell without having to be told, except you are told later in the episode that she's super insecure about being a blank flank. I mean, not like that the Cutie Mark Crusaders aren't, but they kind of went through that already.
Yeah.
They kind of like, I mean, they had a whole thing, like that's the whole reason that they're the Cutie Mark Crusaders, is that they sort of turned that insecurity about being blank flanks into like a sort of like positive, like out like a, like, you know, it's a thing they do now. Like that's like what they do now. Is like they try to get their cutie marks or whatever. Like they sort of like turned it into sort of like an activity for them, and it probably helps them like not feel bad about themselves so much, you know. Babs doesn't have that obviously with it, which they're trying to sort of give it to her, but they're like coming on like way too strong.
They're coming on so strong, like
and
they're overwhelming the girl.
Yeah, they didn't give her any time to like ease into that kind of stuff or whatever. They just like, hey, we noticed that you're a fucking blank flank.
We are too.
Well, why don't you join our club of fucking losers?
They show Babs that, hey, we're doing a parade and this is our float. It's a giant pumpkin.
Why?
I don't know. They grew that pumpkin themselves.
This isn't a pumpkin farm. Where the fuck did you get that?
Listen, Apple Bloom just decided to grow a pumpkin, and Applejack did everything in her willpower to like not say no.
Yeah. She's like, well, that's fine, I guess. Whatever.
That's fine. Pumpkins can be related to apples, I think.
She doesn't know.
They grow in the ground.
That's like kind of like an apple, right? And Granny's like, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And look at Big Mac and he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Shut up. Fucking talk to me.
And then fucking Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon show up.
Why are you on my fucking property.
They literally
Get off
walked.
my property.
They walked from Ponyville to the farm to just fuck with her.
You came to my fucking house just to fucking bitch on me? Like, get off my property
Get off
before
my
granny
property.
shoots you. I'm gonna get my granny to shoot you in the ass. What the fuck? She waking up early in the morning to be a fucking hater for no reason. Silver Spoon was laying on him this, like, usually it's mostly Diamond Tiara. She was getting in on it this time, man. She was fucking killing him.
They decided to give Silver Spoon lines this episode.
Yeah, probably the last time that they ever do for Silver Spoon. Yeah, Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara show up, and they just spend 5 minutes just ragging on the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And Babs in that moment makes a decision, and the decision she makes is to switch up on these hoes instantly and just fuck them, fucking kill them.
She destroys their float.
She blows their shit up. I don't think she ever apologized for that, by the way. That's fucked up. She destroys their float, which they worked really, really hard on, and the fucking like parade is in like a week or whatever. And she says, "You guys are fucking skanks. I'm out of here." And by the way, if you tell Applejack, I will beat the shit out of you.
If you tell Applejack you're a snitch, I'm gonna beat you up.
We didn't really address this, you know, at all.
We didn't address that Babsies did threaten violence on them. She like raised her hoof.
And at the end of the episode, when Applejack is like, "Why didn't you guys just talk to me about it?" It's framed like the rest of the episode spends it like framing like Applejack or that Apple Bloom and Scootaloo are like in the wrong for not like going to Applejack, which like they are. And like that's kind of what they learn is like if you're having a problem with another kid, you should just like talk to an adult about it. But like Babs did threaten to beat the fucking shit out of them. And she's bigger than they are.
We talked about this before. Apple Bloom was taught that violence isn't the answer, despite Applejack and Big Mac probably having a little violent upbringing, but it's fine.
Yeah, right. She was taught not to fucking. I was not taught to use my hooves for violence. She should have. She should have swung back on that hoe.
Here's the thing: I feel
crazy.
like Bloom would like get into a scrap with Babs.
Yeah, she'd probably lose too, but whatever. So, yeah, so Babs switches up on them and starts hanging out with Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. Not really sure why they like chose not to also like ridicule her for being a blank flank, but I guess because they saw her betray her own kind, that they're like,
and
all
she's
right.
bigger than them.
And she's bigger than them. Yeah. That they owed someone money, and so they needed Babs around so they wouldn't like come around, like
And we for the next 3 minutes of a song, Babsies decides to terrorize them.
Yeah, it's one thing for her to do. She's like actively terrorizing them for like 2 weeks. It's crazy.
I will say the Babseed song, incredibly catchy.
That's great. It's sorry, I'm eating. It's definitely like the best Humor Crusader song, I think.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's a great song. It's really catchy. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's got good, like their voices are really good in chorus together, which is funny because two of those voices are Michelle Creeber. You know what I didn't know? Okay, so I know that Michelle Creeper sings for Sweetie Belle. I didn't know that she doesn't do that after season 3.
Really?
Yeah, after season 3, like going forward in the show, Sweetie Belle's voice actress will sing for herself.
I mean, I guess it's because the voice
she doesn't sing again until like season 5, but like Michelle Creeper doesn't sing for Sweetie Belle like after like this season.
I guess it's because the voice actor for Sweetie Belle like got better at sounding like her character when she sings.
I guess so, yeah. I didn't know that. I had no idea. I just thought it was Michelle Creeper the whole time. So that's fun. But it is Michelle Creeper doing 2 of the 3 of the voices in the song. Which is also, I mean, that was also true for the Horsin Day song. Mm-hmm. But it's good. She's a great singer. She's always been a great singer. I think she is a singer, like, right? Is she's like a professional singer? Like she had like,
yes.
Like she's done like I don't know what Michelle Creeper's doing like now, but I know that I'm pretty sure she was like doing like professional singing also like on the side of being a voice actress during like My Little Pony. Which is fun because Ashley Ball is also a professional singer. So they had both of the sisters be have like voices for professional singers,
It's
which
neat.
is fun. That's neat, yeah. Um, Again, they do. I wrote another note here about they do a great job showing that Babs is still like insecure about her cutie mark when she does the like when they kick the Cutie Mark Crusaders out of their fucking clubhouse, which again I can't stress enough is on my property.
She lives here.
I live here. This is my house. Like, fuck you. I mean, Babs lives there too, I guess, right now. But like, fucking still, this shit was happening on Applejack's own property. And she like didn't know about it. What the hell was Applejack doing
She was
this whole
probably too
time?
busy with the fall
The
harvest.
festival. Yeah, you're probably right. But after they kick them out of their own house, the Diamond Star and Silver Spoon do their stupid little like fucking Fortnite emote.
They're fucking Fortnite emote.
Yeah,
And
they're Fortnite
Babs
emote.
joins in and hides her plank flank.
Yeah, Babs does it too, and then at the end when they like put their fucking butts in the air, Babs does it, and then she like covers her flank with her tail because she's embarrassed that she doesn't have a cutie mark. It's good. It's good. It like gives you a little bit of like insight into like to like why Babs is like acting like this. Like she's not like I like misremembered this episode. I forgot that there was a bit in the beginning where Babs um like I in my memory of this episode, Babs like came off the train at like a bitch the whole time.
Yeah.
But she has like a moment where she's not really like again like she's not really like she's not acting like herself because she's nervous or whatever, but she doesn't like start acting like a bully until like Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon basically give her the opportunity to do so. So like there's like a little bit there where like if you're like reading into it, you're like, well, maybe this isn't like how Babs is like normally is.
Mm-hmm. And they after Tiara and Spoon and Babs steal their clubhouse, Claire Corlett, the voice of Sweetie Belle, hits the highest pitched scream she's ever done in the show.
That shit was loud as fuck.
That shit hurt my ears.
That shit was so loud. I like reached for the volume knob to turn the fucking episode down like instinctively. I was like, damn, bitch.
She like starts crying and does the highest pitched yell she's ever done.
That's the kind of shit that only a child can like actually hit. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really the like the trade up of like having your child characters voiced by like actual children is that they can do stuff like that.
It was
Like,
impressive.
It was very impressive. All of them are very impressive voice actresses for especially for their age. But I've always been very impressed with the Cutie Mark Crusaders voice performance. Like having known the whole time that they were children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember exactly. I mean, they were children. They were minors. I don't remember how old exactly they were. They were like teenagers.
They were about
right?
they were about like 12 to 14
Damn.
during these early seasons.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think like if you can get like if you're able to like work with child actors, like I think child actors work best in animation also because it's like less like stressful for the kid. Do you know
It's
what I
less
mean?
stressful for the kid, and they can be like directed better.
They can be directed better, and you know, there's fewer like concessions you have to deal with like running up against like child labor laws and stuff like that. Like it just makes it easier for everybody. And also critically, you can make adjustments when the kid starts aging and their voice changes.
That shit happened all the time in the Amazing World of Gumball.
That Gumball, fucking Adventure Time, fucking Steam Universe, quite
Yep.
famously. Fucking I mean fucking Kingdom Hearts. Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
Fucking dropped his voice dropped like super crazy as soon as Kingdom Hearts 1 was done wrapped. So by the time they had to do Chain of Memories, he couldn't do the voice anymore.
So I mean, that's the thing. So like, all right, here's a time skip for Sora. That's why his voice is weird, different.
Well, that's why his voice is different in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories takes place 5 minutes after Kingdom Hearts 1 ends, and he just sounds different.
All right, here's a GBA game. That's why he doesn't talk much.
Yeah, when they recorded the dialogue for Chain of Memories, it's like, well, he just sounds. Just shut up. He sounds like that now. Okay, we can't do anything about it. Like, what do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to fucking do about it, man? I can't do anything for you.
So the CMC, since they can't go to an adult or they get the shit beat out of them, decided we're gonna kill Babs.
We're gonna kill her. Yeah, they have this argument amongst themselves like 5 different times. Like, well, what can we do? And Sweetie Belle's like, well, maybe we should talk to an adult. And Scootaloo and Apple Bloom are like, no, stop saying that.
We're not gonna be snitches.
We're not gonna be fucking snitches. That's also what we didn't actually talk about the contents of the song, which is called Bab's Seed, by the way. Another excellently creative fucking song title.
The Bab's Seed song.
It's literally just called Bab's Seed. The plot of that song basically is just that they are doing everything they can to avoid Babs, and she keeps finding them and fucking on them because she hates them. And also they're like, why is Babs fucking bullying us? What did we even do to her?
What did we do?
Like, we didn't do anything to her. Like, why is she acting like this? What the fuck? Also, fun fact that I totally forgot about this episode. After they get kicked out of the clubhouse, they go to Sweetie Belle's house, which is the first and probably only time we ever see her actual house.
It's her parents' house where she lives.
Well, yeah, it's her parents' house because you see her dad outside fishing.
Yep.
I didn't remember this, and I was like, wow, that's Sweetie Belle's actual like house in her bedroom that she like lives in. Like, this is where she lives. I don't think we ever see it again.
Nope.
That's fun. That was cool. I like that there's is she like kind of like on the outskirts of town maybe because there's like a river?
She lives by, she has a waterfront house.
Yeah, that's crazy. What the fuck do her parents do?
I don't know.
Waterfront property expensive in Ponyville?
I think it's like they pay you to live in Ponyville.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it might be a thing where like their family just lived there for, the whole time.
This is the frontier town. Shit happens here all the time. We're right by the monster forest. We will pay you to live here.
Well, like, I feel like not too many people are moving to Ponyville. So I feel like most people who live in Ponyville are probably like generational, like Ponyville residents.
Like they came along with the Apple family.
Or like, yeah, like they came along with the Apple family, or they settled like, decades ago. Like their families settled there like decades ago. Like I feel like most of the people who live in Ponyville are probably descendants of like original inhabitants, or like people who like excuse me, people who like came to Ponyville like a long time. Aside from like Twilight, I don't think that many people are like moving to Ponyville to live there now.
Like if you move to Equestria, you're going for like one of the big cities, not Podunk Ponyville.
Like, yeah, like nobody's moving to Ponyville. Like there's just not really like a need to do so. Like probably the most recent, like, except for Twilight, probably the most recent people who moved to Ponyville are probably like Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash. And technically Rainbow Dash doesn't live here. I'm not really sure if she does technically live in Ponyville or not.
I think her house is technically in Ponyville skies, so she lives there.
Like the two of them are probably, but doesn't she work in Cloudsdale? So
is Ponyville the equivalent of Birmingham? How bad is the shanking in Ponyville?
It's pretty bad with Pinkie Pie around.
It's pretty...
Actually, Pinkie also moved to Ponyville.
Yeah.
She's also a transplant. So aside from Pinkie, why the fuck did she move here again? Did she ever explain that?
She literally moved there after she got her Q mark, so when she was a fucking child.
She got a Q mark, and then it's just like her rock farm not that far away. It's the closest like civilized fucking city.
The closest civilized city to Ponyville is Canterlot, because it's in the shadow of the mountain.
Yeah, but where's her rock farm? Like, is her rock farm?
You would have to check the official Equestria map.
Yeah, is that on the map?
I don't remember. Might be. Who knows?
Anyway, yeah, Pinkie Pie and the two Pegasi are probably the most recent new residents to Ponyville, other than Twilight and Spike, and others who will move later.
So with their plan to kill Babs, they're like, all right, we're just gonna
kill her.
We're just gonna make a new float overnight. They engineer. This is why I made that post. Horses are engineers. They just made a new float overnight.
Yeah, they sure did. These kids are surprisingly resourceful when they aren't like suffering brain damage.
Yeah. And they're like, here's a new float. It's a big old golden apple because I'm an apple, and we're gonna rig it to explode and kill Babs.
Yeah, they don't even explain. They don't explain it to Sweetie Belle either.
Mm-mm.
For some reason, they keep Sweetie Belle out of the loop. So like Scootaloo and Apple Bloom are like, we're gonna kill this hoe, and Sweetie Belle's like, what are we doing again? And they're like, don't worry about it.
This is where they start developing more personalities for the CMC as the show goes on, where Sweetie Belle is a bit of a ditz.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was actually about to say, like, I think this episode establishes sort of a trend going forward that Sweetie Belle is kind of the dumb one between the three of them. I don't know how we ended up with her being the dumb one. I feel like that it used to be true, but somewhere along the line, she became like the dumbest one of the three of them.
She's a little ditzy. It's because she's the sister to Rarity, and she gets all those fucking perfume fumes in her nostrils.
Yeah, she says she's fucked up at home. It's just the repeated brain damage. You'd think Scootaloo would be the one that has like repeated brain damage, but
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. Did Cheerly teach them? Yeah, Cheerly probably didn't teach them that shit. Maybe she did.
Maybe she
taught
did.
them how to build a fucking float in a day.
So the parade comes. It's a bunch of really pretty cute shots of horses just driving fruit and veggie shaped wagons.
It's real. They're not shaped. I mean, well, some of them are shaped. Pinkie Pie's was made of actual lettuce.
Pinkie actually got enough lettuce to make her float.
Or alternatively, she just started eating dry wood.
Again, Pinkie is the only one of the main six who speaks this episode.
Yeah, she's the only other one with speaking lines in this episode because we needed her for like a couple of comedy bits, you know.
Yep.
Speaking of comedy bits, they do a really funny bit. So obviously their plan here is to bait Babs into stealing their float, so they can kill her.
Yes.
And they do a bit with it, like they do that bit, and Babs is like, they're like, please, Babs, don't steal our float. And she's like, fuck you, idiots. And she shoves them, and they already put a mattress on the ground so that when she shoves them, they fall onto the mattress. That was funny.
It was a pretty good gag.
Really fucking funny gag, yeah. They were like, okay, well, we know what she's gonna do, so we're just gonna make sure we don't hit our heads on the floor. Oh, really funny fucking gag. That's like my favorite joke of this episode. It was really got me. It's funny as hell.
So after Babs steals the float, Applejack goes like, I'm so glad y'all are being nice to Babs. You know, she was bullied in Manhattan.
And they're like, bitch, what?
She was gonna kill herself before her aunt sent her out here.
Why did you her? She's like, well, I didn't want to embarrass her, you know? They're like, oh. They're like, we're gonna kill her. There's a bomb in that fucking truck.
What do you mean?
So funny. Applejack tells him that she's been the victim of I think what she says some pretty bad some really bad bullying in Manhattan, because she is a blank flank, which explains why she's so sensitive about it. And they're like, fuck.
Oh fuck.
And at this point, they decide that they need to make sure that Babs doesn't die. But I feel like at some point along the line, they should have been like, wait a minute, that doesn't really justify the fact that she's made our lives a living hell for 2 weeks. Fuck her.
Yeah. Again, this is to show the character of the CMC. They feel bad about what they've done.
They always do something and then they feel bad about it, and then they have to try to fix it, and it usually makes things worse. Not for everybody, but for them. It's usually the pattern of their antics.
And they ruin the parade.
They do ruin that's fair. They do ruin the parade. Nobody really gets like punished for that, so it's fine.
Pinkie lets them steal her wagon, and
they
just start running people over.
Now, to be fair, from an outward perspective, they did all of that so they could save Babseed's life. Okay, as far as anybody else knows, including Applejack, because they probably didn't tell her the truth, they did all that stuff in an emergency situation to save a child's life. So
they do show them actually running people off the street with that fucking thing.
They do run people down with that thing though, but you know, a child's life was in danger. So what can you do? It's like, you know, it's like how cops are allowed to like run lights and shit. You know, if there's an emergency, or it's like they're
Yeah,
just like legally all their actions are justified.
I guess.
Like they can't be punished for that because like if they hadn't done that stuff, Babs would have died.
Don't you work for a law firm?
No. Like the fact that they caused the incident in the first place is irrelevant because they didn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
And the evidence was destroyed because the float exploded. So
yeah.
like they didn't even explain what they did to it. Like how did they do that?
I
They
don't
like locked
know.
the steering? Like how the fuck did they do that? Why do they know how to do that?
Who taught them this?
Who the fuck taught them how to do this? Where the fuck? Anyway.
They they catch up to Babs's float, push her out the moment it's about to crash.
Yeah, because they can't convince her that her life is in danger because she doesn't want to hear it because she hates them. They push her out, but and sacrifice themselves to do so. In which case they fall down the cliff, fall over the cliff into a big pile of mud that was next to Sweetie Belle's house. Like that was established in an earlier shot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then it hard cuts. It hard cuts back to Sweet Apple Lakers, and they're like in a big tub of like soap water because they fucking stink probably.
They're taking a bath.
And yeah, and Babs is like, "Oh my god, you saved my life. Thank you," or whatever the fuck she says. And they're like, "Well,
We were gonna kill you.
We were gonna kill you. Yeah, it was our fault that you were going to die because you're an asshole." And she's like, "Fair."
You know,
Yeah.
You know what, Fair? I was,
You know what, Fair?
I was mean to you the whole time I was here.
And they forgive her because they feel guilty about almost murdering her today.
And
But it doesn't really excuse, frankly,
it doesn't
just weeks
yeah.
of torment that Babs put them through for no reason because of her own insecurities.
Again, Babs does apologize for what she did.
She does, yeah, she does apologize, but you know, I think the moral of this episode would be a little skewed, but it's all right.
The lesson of this episode is talk to adults if you have a problem with another kid.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose the sub lesson is don't take it out on like other kids. You know, Babs does. You know, Babs is very remorseful about it, and she does like make it up to them sort of at the end by like defending them from Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Babs becomes an official member of the CMC. They put her through a cult initiation.
They do put her through a cult initiation. We're just basically fucking vying for time in this episode at this point.
Yeah, they resolved it a little too fast.
The episode's over. We still have like 3 minutes of airtime. We're like, fucking Jesus.
And
Babs officially...
Diamond and Spoon show up one last time to insult them one more time before Babs leaves.
And she threatens them with violence, but in a thinly veiled sort of way, where she says she'll tell their mothers.
She literally says, "I'll tell your mothers."
I'll tell your mothers, and that seems to really scare them. And then that's the end of the episode. Babs Seed will return, like again, literally like 4 episodes from now. And then she will make 2 more appearances in season 5 and season 9. I believe the next time that she shows up after this season, she has her cutie mark by then.
She does.
Yeah. So we never really learn anything about if she like recruited others cutie mark crusaders or like whatever, because we didn't go anywhere with that plotline. This episode's fine.
This episode,
it's good.
It's fine. It's decent. It's probably the best CMC episode, like you said.
Yeah, I think like if you get in the episode, I think again like a lot of kids can relate to the idea of like again like having a sort of awkward relationship with your cousin, and I think a lot of kids can also relate to the like phenomenon of like someone that this isn't quite exactly what happens in the episode, but to kind of extrapolate out, like the idea of like having someone who used to be your friend who's sort of like basically turns on you and like starts bullying you or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think like that's happened. Like it happened to me when I was from like between like elementary school to middle school. I had a friend who like he was my friend in elementary school, and then in middle school he fucking turned on me and like started hanging out with the kids who bullied me or whatever. I think that's like not an uncommon like you know phenomenon for some kids to experience. Like you know like having someone who used to be your friend and then they're not your friend anymore and now they like hang out with fucking kids who hate you or whatever the fuck. So I think like that's kind of something that maybe kids can relate to. So maybe like on that respect, I think this episode does fine. Like it's not like a bad episode. I think it has it's got some good meat to it. It's got some good meat to it, and I think it did great. Everybody gives a good performance in this episode. Applejack's kind of an idiot in this one though.
A little bit.
Kind of a dumbass.
Like, did she not notice that? Oh, Apple Bloom, it's so good you gave up your bed for your cousin.
Did she not notice that they like don't talk to each other in the house? Like
during breakfast, they don't look at each other.
Yeah, like she didn't notice. I feel like I mean, if we had like done that, it would have been like a totally different episode. So we had to like just cut that kind of shit out for the sake of the plot. Because like if we had had those kinds of scenes, we would have had to like there would be no excuse for Applejack not to acknowledge it, right? Yep. So we had to just kind of just pretend that she didn't notice it. I mean, she never picks up on it the entire time. Like start to finish, she for all I know, like to this day, she never had an idea that like Babs was like bullying them. Like
the whole time.
I don't know if anybody really ever knows about that. Like they bury the hatchet with Babs, so there's no real reason for them to bring it up. So like I don't think any like adults ever really know about like what happened.
It's like they're probably on like Thanksgiving break or some shit. That's why they don't go to school here.
Yeah, like I'm sure Shirley would have fucking shut that shit down.
Shirley would have she's like Diamond Tiara, I'm this close to breaking the law.
Shirley would have fucking marched her ass to Manhattan and fucking yelled at Babs' parents about that shit.
Yeah.
No, sir.
This is why Shirley's the GOAT.
However, Shirley was like face down in a bar somewhere.
Oh, like during Thanksgiving break, she has like fucking 7 days to herself. She's at the bar. She's at the club.
She at the club. She's 32 years old.
The age of 32 is in demand.
Like she's 30 plus, no kids.
You know it.
No kids, teaching for a living. She gotta take those breaks.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on the reviews for this episode?
There were not very many on Wikipedia for this one.
Okay.
Our good friend Jen Blue had nothing to say. I'm sure she had something to say, but nobody bothered to write it down. Mostly like from what I'm looking at, like on the very scant amount of reception stuff that it aired, mostly positive reviews. Mm-hmm. Pretty positive actually. Episode succeeds in its purpose. Like one reviewer was disappointed that the rest of the main six weren't in the episode. I don't know.
You can't write them into every episode.
I don't know why you're still complaining about that this deep into the show. Like we've had like fucking 30 episodes by now that have had like we've had 30 episodes like season 2 and 3 combined where like it's no longer required by law for like all the main six to show up to have speaking lines. What the fuck would Fluttershy have contributed to this episode?
What would she have done?
Like, what the fuck would Pinkie Pie? I mean, Pinkie Pie was there actually, but like, what would the other characters have contributed to this episode?
Why is Twilight Sparkle the bus driver?
Why Twilight Sparkle the bus driver? Why was Pinkie Pie the bus driver? Whose fucking float was she driving?
I assume that was her own float.
It's like the cakes and it's like lettuce. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly positive about this episode. Nobody had like anything super crazy to say about it.
You want to move on to the best episode of the batch?
I am super ready to move on to Magic Duel. Yeah, this is like the episode of season 3. I think to some people, to a lot of people, this was definitely
it's the standout episode of season 3.
This was the most anticipated episode of the season. I can tell you that for free.
Yes,
especially because we didn't know what Magical Mystery Cure was going to be about. Because if we did, obviously that would kind of spoil the whole purpose of the episode. But this is the only episode that when we had like any like synopsis of the episode, this is like the episode people were super excited for.
Like people saw, oh, Trixie's coming back. Oh, fug.
Multiple people in production teased this. They're like, yes, Trixie will be returning in season 3. Like they were like, they knew that people were excited about it. They were like putting it up on Twitter and shit. Like, yes, Trixie will return in season 3. I I feel like somebody also said that Gilda would return in season 3. She doesn't.
She doesn't. She doesn't come back
She
till
doesn't.
season 4, I think.
Maybe that. I'm going to talk about something in this episode, and maybe that's a similar thing that happened with Gilda. So, I actually have a lot of like background about this episode. For some reason, a lot of people have like talked about this episode, probably because it's such a popular episode.
I remember. Go ahead.
Okay, so just to officially start this section of the episode, this is season 3, episode 5, Magic Duel, which is episode 57 overall. This episode was written by M.A. Larson. This is his 10th episode out of a total of 15. This episode aired on December the 1st, 2012. It is obviously a sequel episode to season 1, episode 6, Ghostbusters, which was not written by M.A. Larson, actually. That was written by Chris Savino, who also wrote season 1, episode 17, Stairmaster. Chris Savino did not return for this episode. I don't know if he was ever approached to do so. I have no information about that. I did look into this a little more than usual because I was curious to why he I was curious to see if there was if they reached out and he said no, or if they never reached out or anything like that. I didn't really find anything like that. What I did find is that from 2010 to 2012, Chris Sabino was the executive producer and director of fucking Kick Buttowski.
Okay.
Do you remember that show on Disney?
I remember that show.
He was the executive producer and directed or co-directed all 103 episodes of that show over 2 years.
So he was busy.
Over 3 years. Yeah, so he was busy. Kick Buttowski aired its final stretch of episodes in late 2012, which was around the time that Magic Duel aired. So during production, he may have been busy and just too busy with Kick Buttowski. Also, I wrote all that before I wrote this other part because I found this stuff out in waves. The script for this episode was submitted way back in January of 2011, which is 2 years prior to when this episode aired.
This could have been a season 2 episode. I saw that.
This episode was initially intended to be in season 2, but the scripts got shuffled and it ended up just not making the cut for season 2, and so they just pushed it over to season 3. Megan McCarthy confirmed this information on Twitter back around when the episode aired. I think shortly after the episode aired, or no, shortly before the episode aired, I believe. She confirmed that this episode was originally slated for season 2, and the script was completed a long fucking time ago. And then one of the storyboard artists clarified that what Megan meant, because she was a little vague about it, what Megan meant was that the script was completed and turned in 2011. No actual production work on the episode had started at that time, so it wasn't it took them 2 years to make the episode or something like that.
I remember
the script was submitted and then it just didn't make it to the production slate, and then they just moved it to the season 3 production slate.
Remember, to ballpark it, it takes about 10 months to make a cartoon episode.
Yeah, so it's not like it took them 2 years to make the episode. It just the script was submitted 2 years ago, and then it just took them until the season 3 slate to actually make the episode, just because it got shuffled out of order. It just got shuffled. The shit just happens. It's not even anything. There's nothing special about that.
This happens all the time in cartoon production.
Yeah, this kind of shit just happens. But it's interesting. This episode could have aired in season 2. I think that would have been weird. That would have been way different. I think people would probably remember season 2 more fond. Not people don't remember season 2 fondly, but I think if Magic Duel had aired in season 2, I think people would remember that season even more fondly than they already do.
I can feel the season 2 energy from this episode.
It does. There's a lot of season 1 callbacks in this episode. There's a lot of season 1 callbacks in this season in general. Actually, they really hammer that shit in for some reason. Also, one last thing about production: Lauren Faust on Twitter in 2013 said a really confusing fucking thing that I don't really quite understand.
Yeah.
What she said was that Magic Duel was quote a leftover concept from season 3 that she pulled because she quote wanted to do something else with Trixie. I don't know what that means, because that contradicts what Megan McCarthy said about the episode originally being slated for season 2.
Maybe.
And also, I don't know what the hell she means by wanted to do something else with Trixie, because she didn't clarify that. I assume what Lauren is meaning to say here, but like I'm only just extrapolating, and I really can't like tell if I'm right, is that in Lauren's hypothetical season 3, that because Lauren, I believe, planned this show out for as a 3-season like banger, right? Like she
Yes.
planned 3 seasons out of the show, like on paper.
Like
And
seasons
then
1 through 3 are her notes on what she wanted the show to be.
yeah, and then she got fired, so that didn't happen. And of course, as we know, we talked about this last time, Lauren's creative development, or like Lauren's creative input in the show ends. Her direct input ends in season 2, I believe.
She has nothing to
And
do
then-
with season 3 beyond it being her ideas.
Yeah, beyond them using some of the ideas that she left behind, basically. Her full stop, her like ideas and concepts stop in season 4, except for pre-existing concepts like from the original 3 seasons, obviously. So again, Lauren had nothing to do with the production of this season at all. She had no hands. She's already working on like DC Super Heroines or whatever the fuck that show is called at this time.
Superhero Girls.
Yeah, that's the one. I assume that what she's saying is that in her hypothetical version of season 3, Magic Duel was something that was going to happen, and then she pulled it out of the, again, hypothetical lineup because she wanted to write a different like return story for Trixie. But she never clarified. I don't think she's ever said anything else about Trixie other than that there was a contradiction between her and between her notes on Trixie's past and some things that were said in the show about Trixie's past about whether she did or didn't attend Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns. We'll get into that, I suppose, later in the show. But I don't think she's ever clarified like what her intention for Trixie was as a returning character. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter because that's not what we got. But just, Lauren just occasionally likes to just tweet random shit about My Little Pony and people like, what the fuck does that mean?
Across her Twitter and DeviantArt, there's just a bunch of stuff she just says about the show.
Yeah, she's like, well, that's not what I was going to do. Like, what were you going to do, Lauren?
I would have done that.
I would have done that. Okay, Lauren. That's cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Lauren.
That's all I have about pre-production for this episode. Interesting stuff.
It is very intriguing. Where did Trixie learn about this thing?
Yeah, that's a great question. Here's another question. Where are we? According to the shooting script, this is supposed to be in Camelot.
We enter into a antique shop in Camelot.
Why does this guy have an evil medallion thing?
Because this is a Gremlins reference.
Oh yeah, right. Right. This is also, I positive, the first time they ever say Alicorn on screen.
This is the first time they've ever said Alicorn in the show.
Yeah, they don't even say it that much after this.
So there is this thing called the Alicorn Amulet. Why? What is this? Why does it exist? It's a plot point. Who gives a shit? It's a plot point.
It's a MacGuffin. Who gives a fuck
Yes.
what it is? This show really contends to old school cartoon writing a lot.
Yep.
Where it's just like, here's the thing. Why does it matter? What did it come from? Where is it? Who gives a shit? Shut up.
It's a cartoon.
Just watch He-Man. Stop fucking asking questions, dickhead. That's like the kind of writing we get sometimes in the show.
We get an Alicorn Amulet that can make you as powerful as an Alicorn.
What the hell's an Alicorn?
Trixie, this is the entirety of Trixie's life savings. Yeah.
Yeah, she got this from the Rock Farm.
She fucking pays a whole bag of bits for it, and her
bitch ass was broke.
She's broke now.
She'd have walked to Ponyville.
We after this scene we get to, Twilight's practicing magic for a show for Celestia and some guests.
Fluttershy threatens her life.
Fluttershy threatens to kill Twilight if she fucks up even one of her aminals.
That was funny as fuck. Yeah, Spike also directly references Winter Wrap-Up in this scene.
Yeah.
Like, directly. Which I was like, oh, is that because, like, M.A. Larson wrote that episode? No. Cindy Moreau wrote that episode.
It's just, Spike's like, yeah, Twilight, your magic's gotten way better since Winter Wrap-Up.
Yeah, he might as well have literally said that out loud. Um, then we do yeah, so we do a bit with Twilight showing off her little Pip bucking style levitation magic.
She's good at
Um,
telekinesis.
she's good at telekinesis now. She's able to like juggle a bunch of animals in the air. I like that they showed that it does like she's like sweating like afterwards,
I
like
mean,
just like take, like physical strain for her to do it.
we know she can lift heavy things. This is her coordinating them in a bunch of directions.
Yeah, it's like fine motor skills stuff. So it's but it's like way beyond like the stuff that we've seen Twilight do before. And this whole scene is basically a callback to like the opening of Ghostbusters, where like Twilight is doing like magic and Spike is like hyping her up about how like good she is at doing magic and stuff. It's like the same. Like
You're
it's like
so
a
good at
callback.
Magic Twilight.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Spike almost literally says like the same shit word for word.
A little bit.
But he also points out what I say all the time is that Twilight has improved tremendously in like her abilities to do magic since she moved to Ponyville. Like when we compare like what she was capable of doing like when she started out like a season one versus what she can do now, like there's a clear like on screen like power up for her, which is cool. That they keep referencing that too. I like that.
We Rainbow Dash tackles her and lays on top of her and pins her down.
Uh-huh. And she says there's an emergency in my pants.
Twilight, there's an emergency.
And she's like, Fluttershy is right here. Can this wait? Like
They're
Hulk
exes.
is right here, man.
Yeah.
Like, can you wait like 5 minutes? Also, they mentioned Saddle Arabia.
They mentioned the guests are from Saddle Arabia.
Insane. We never mentioned Saddle Arabia again after this episode.
No, we do.
We do?
Yeah, Saddle Arabia
shit.
shows up in later seasons.
Fucking awesome. I didn't know that. I thought that was a one and done bullshit. That's fucking awesome. Great. Yeah, Rainbow Dash says it's an emergency in town. You have to come right now.
Trixie is terrorizing the town with her magic.
Cut to like the opening or whatever. In yeah, Twilight rolls up and she recognizes Trixie. It would have been so much funnier if she didn't remember Trixie.
Like, who are you?
Who the fuck is it? She's like Twilight Sparkle, and she's like, who the fuck is this?
It's why is everyone being mean to Trixie? She didn't do anything.
She did bring a well, that was Snips and Snails.
That was Snips and Snails.
She did. Okay, it's because she's a fucking fraud.
Yeah, like Spike literally goes, "What is she doing here?"
Like you guys have like it's been 2 years.
It's been
since
2
the last
years.
time they saw Trixie, and in their minds, it's like way worse than like she didn't really do anything. All she did was just embarrass all of them in public.
And then Trixie's
also got
like,
embarrassed in
Twilight,
public,
it's
and then-
your fault no one comes to my magic shows anymore.
Dude, yeah, she's like, my life was fucking ruined forever because of that one thing that happened. Like, what did the news report on it? Like, what the fuck do you mean? And she's like, my reputation was ruined forever. And I can't get any work anymore. And I had to work at a fucking rock farm. And then Pinky yells at her for disparaging rock farms. And also, that was Pinky's rock farm because it's her dad.
That was her dad. That was
Flashback.
Pinky's rock farm.
It was Pinky's. We don't acknowledge that like on screen, but like it was. That was Pinky's father.
And Trixie worked for Pinky's family for a little bit.
Yeah. Trixie challenges Twilight Sparkle to a magic duel, which is definitely illegal.
Miss Shore, she torments Snips and Snails this whole episode.
She does. Unfortunately, Snips and Snails are in this episode. Trixie wants a revenge on Twilight Sparkle for humiliating her in public, and then in her mind, what happened? They both have like a fucking fucked up recollection of this.
Yes.
In Twilight and everybody else's minds, Trixie like did some. I don't know what they think that Trixie did, but Trixie did something so terrible the last time she was here that they just hate her on sight. And in Trixie's mind, she was publicly humiliated and banished from Ponyville, and then was also like slandered across all media and had her career ruined by Twilight Sparkle. And so she wants her revenge on this, and the way that she wants her revenge is to publicly humiliate Twilight Sparkle and then banish her from Ponyville.
Yes.
Not what happened. You left Ponyville.
You ran away.
Nobody made you do that. Like nobody stopped you from leaving, but like nobody made you do that. Like you weren't you weren't run out of town. You left town of your own free will. Probably before we could run you out of town, but like that's not the point. You didn't give us a chance to do it first. Twilight contributed to her downfall only because she embarrassed her in public.
She upstaged her. That's what Trixie has come to say. Like, Twilight, you upstaged me. You stopped the Ursa Minor when I couldn't.
Yeah, they don't even mention the Ursa Minor in this
Nope.
episode. Like, they don't even really mention it.
So, Magic Duel, Twilight can't keep up with Trixie because Trixie has a Super Saiyan power-up.
She blows Spike up like fucking
Riley
Krillin on
fucking
Namek.
sent me a fucking Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah, I sent. There's a part in this where Trixie picks Spike up with her telekinesis, and she like turns him into a ball and starts throwing him around like a fucking basketball. But there's a shot of it where she just like has like Spike like suspended in the air while he's like yelling
Goku.
it looks exactly like when Frieza did that shit to
Krillin.
to fucking Krillin on Namek and fucking blew him up. So I screenshotted it and I'm like, she's moving like fucking Frieza on these O's.
That would have forced Twilight to go Super Alicorn right there.
She would have turned into an Alicorn right there. That would have been fucking crazy. What if Twilight Sparkle, like, what if Goku turned into a Super Saiyan, in the, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter. What if fucking Goku turned into a Super Saiyan when he was like 5 years old, when Krillin died the first time? Like in Dragon Ball?
Piccolo would have been fucked.
Like, what if he rolled up on King Piccolo as like a 9-year-old Super Saiyan? He would have killed him.
He would have fucked him.
That would have been crazy.
Oh,
It took Krillin dying 3 times for that to happen.
but Twilight was betrayed and trapped for 10,000 years.
Yeah, well, that happens later in the show.
That happens.
That actually does happen. That actually does happen. Not the Twilight, I guess, but that does happen. Anyway,
so Twilight can't keep up with Trixie's magic because it's actually too high a level for her.
yeah. So she's banished from Ponyville.
Trixie literally picks her up and throws her for miles.
That's fucking funny. And then she puts a big jar over top of Ponyville.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she declares Trixie Law.
Trixie decides to enslave the whole town.
And no one, I guess, can stop her.
You know, she has the power of an alicorn. No one can stop her.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. She doesn't have the physical attributes of an alicorn, just the magical attributes.
They could probably just beat her ass, right? Like,
Yeah, they could just beat her ass.
If everybody rushed her, they could probably beat her. Like, to be fair, they do say later in the episode that only Trixie herself can remove the Alicorn amulet.
That is true.
So they would have had to kill her.
They would have had to kill her.
They would have had to beat her to death with their bare hooves. They would have done it too. They hate that hell. They should have just rocked up on her, just started beating her ass. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, huh? God magic? Here comes the almighty AK like fucking Glock.
Here comes my fucking fist, bitch. The fuck?
Here comes my fist.
Like, she's like shooting lightning. Applejack just kicks her in the head and she dies. Like, yeah, and I kick trees so hard apples fall out of them. I kick your head right off your fucking body, bitch. The fuck.
Big Mac can move a house. What do you think I can do?
She does like try to shoot a torture spell at Rainbow Dash later in the episode.
She tries to kill her.
She does try to kill her. Like, she does try to fucking, she hits her with some shit. She's like, you should be in writhing pain. Like, she cast fucking fuck your ass.
She cast a fuck you lightning spell.
Yeah, she cast a fucking die. So, yeah. So, oh, you know what? During the magic duel they have, there's more season 1 callbacks in this episode. Twilight summons a Parasprite. How does she do that? It doesn't matter. She
She
summons a
probably again.
Parasprite.
She probably teleported it from the forest.
She teleported a Parasprite in to like eat pies that Trixie threw at her. And then in the same scene she casts the fucking the mustache spell from Ghostbusters on Trixie.
She also just melts snow that Trixie summons.
Yeah. So there's just a bunch of references in this episode. It's fun.
So Twilight now that she's been banished, and she comes to the conclusion, okay, I gotta go talk to Zecora. She's literally the smartest person here.
She's like, well, I can't. She's like, I can't write a letter to Celestia because Spike is inside. I was separated from
And
Spike.
Celestia is
so I can't write a letter
in
to Celestia.
another country
And
right
Celestia
now.
Is in Saddle Arabia right now, and obviously, as we know,
Hey, what
Luna
about
is
Princess
useless.
Luna?
Fuck Princess Luna. She didn't even think about Luna.
She didn't even think
She
about
didn't think
Luna.
about anybody else. She didn't think about anybody else. Like Celestia's unavailable. I'm fucked. She didn't think about Cadence. I mean, Cadence is like all the way in the Crystal Empire, but like
This is because this is a season 2 written episode where
that's probably true. Yeah, we were thinking about it.
so Cadence wasn't a solution. Luna was barely a thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Twilight wouldn't think about them anyway. But she's thinking. To be fair to her, she is thinking of immediate solutions.
Yes.
Like, how can I solve this right now? I can't contact Celestia immediately. I mean, I could walk to like, and also she's in Saddle Arabia, so like, I would have to. The train station is in Ponyville, so I would have to walk to Canterlot,
And then take the train from there.
and then take the train from there. I can't get to the Crystal Empire because it's like days away by at least a full day away by train or whatever the fuck. I have no immediate options. Oh, Zecora, right? I'll go talk to Zecora.
The writers remembered she's a mentor figure.
Yeah, we remembered Zecora because Zecora and Twilight have a good relationship. She talked about it. There was like that Apple Bloom episode where Twilight was like, "Oh, I visit Zecora every so often to get tea or something shit like that, like herbs or some shit like that." Do you remember? It was like season 2 episode, I think. So she goes to see Zecora, and Zecora's like, "You should kill that hoe."
You should kill her.
Zecora, yeah, this is Zecora's first appearance in a while. She gets like one a season.
This is her first appearance since like mid-season 2.
Yeah, it's been. I don't think she shows up in this season again, too. I don't think we see Zecora for a while after this. Actually,
No, you're correct. We do not see Zecora for a while.
yeah. I mean, again, I'm of the opinion that they were. I feel like maybe at this point they're hopefully not as like gun shy about Zecora because of like the blowback from her original episode. Because it's been like years since then.
But
right,
she's a cool character.
Well, the thing is that writing Zecora's dialogue is probably pretty hard.
Listen, if fanfiction writers can do it, so can the official writers of the show.
Yeah, that's true. I always assumed that was the reason that Zecora didn't show up any like more often than she never really ever showed up very much is because nobody wanted to write her dialogue.
There's
Just didn't want to do it.
There's a bit in the comics because Zecora obviously shows up a lot in the comics. That she's like, or she just gets tired of rhyming and speaks plainly.
Oh yeah, I fucking remember. She's like, I'm a fucking Jesus. I'm whatever. They're like, you don't have to talk like that. She's like, no.
No, I don't have to. I choose to.
Okay. Or fuck you. That's super annoying, actually. You could just talk. So you could just have just told us the solution to stuff like normally. The whole time. She's like, yeah.
When everyone wonders why Luna is involved, she just cut her dead asleep.
Yeah, just like on her back, like fucking like head off the mattress, just like snoring, like completely like leg split, just like completely fucking like spread eagle, like dead.
Yeah.
Head like just drooling, like head hanging off the bed.
Like one of the guards is shaking her, and is she dead?
Nothing. Just nothing. Luna's in the next episode.
She is.
For 2 seconds.
So Zecora starts training Twilight in magic.
Star Wars style.
There's literally a Star Wars reference.
This is definitely supposed to be a Star Wars reference, right? Like, for sure.
She's trained Twilight to like increase her telekinesis even more.
Yeah, it's she's doing Yoda stuff to her. Apparently, they do a lot of training off screen, and we just only see that one thing, I guess. And Trixie or Twilight mentions in this scene, and then this is repeated like 3 more times in this episode, that Trixie isn't acting like herself, as if any of you know Trixie well enough to say that.
They go on to say that, oh yeah, the amulet, it corrupts you.
Yeah, they do express this later when they like find a book that learns what the amulet, but like Twilight mentions this, and Snips and Snails do too, and I suppose if anybody Snips and Snails would know her the best, like if anybody in Ponyville.
They probably go to her shows.
You guys knew her for like a fucking day. Like they're like, well, Trixie's a bitch, but she's not evil, was basically what Twilight said. And like Snips and Snails kind of reiterate that too, but it's like, do you really know her well enough to say that for sure? That she's like not acting like herself? Like, you don't know Trixie. What's her last name?
You don't know Trixie. Oh. It's Lulamoon.
Yeah, does Twilight know that?
No.
No, right? You guys don't know her. Maybe this is just how she is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but they're like, yeah, the bit is the amulet is making her. They do, like, some sales are like, she's fucking crazy. She's lost her fucking mind.
The amulet makes you crueler, which depicted by a very funny joke of Trixie making Snips and Snails pull a wheelless carriage.
She does say she doesn't trust wheels. What the hell did she mean by that?
What does she mean by that?
I think that's the point where they're like, okay, she's fucking lost her mind.
She's losing it.
So, back inside the bubble, back inside Ponyville, the rest of the useless 6 are trashing Twilight's.
They're literally just throwing books around.
Trashing Twilight's library, trying to find a book that will magically have the answer. Because this is usually Twilight's job to find a book that magically has the answer. And lo and behold, they do find one. They do a bit where Fluttershy finds it, and then Spike just takes the credit for it.
Again, she has a soft voice. She's not good at speaking up.
And Spike just steals the credit, which is kind of funny. And then they explain in the scene that the Alicorn amulet can't be taken off unless the person wearing it takes it off of their own free will, and that it makes you crazy. And stuff. So they
concoct a plan to get Twilight back into the bubble.
Yeah, by sneaking Fluttershy out of the bubble, so she can go and relay this information to Twilight, and then Twilight just rocks up to the bubble. Like, she doesn't try to sneak. She's nothing. She's like, "Come on, you bitch!
Come out here, motherfucker, and fight me again.
Fight me round 2, motherfucker. Double or nothing." And she comes out there with Zecora, and then Zecora doesn't say anything and like kind of walks away mid-scene.
She's literally gone from the scene after Twilight walks up.
She walks up with Twilight, and then the camera cuts to Trixie, and then it cuts back, and Zecora's gone.
It's because the writers couldn't think of what she could do in these final scenes.
Yeah, they didn't want to write any more dialogue for her, and there was no reason really for her to. There was no reason for her to be there, really, in the first place. They probably just shouldn't have put her in like those frames. But she's just like, yeah, okay, I'm not really actually interested in like what's going on here, so I'm just gonna go home. I don't give a shit. They do
a lot. They do another magical duel, and apparently Twilight's winning this time.
Twilight tells Trixie that she has her own magic amulet, and that she cheated, and she knows that Trixie cheated, and you're a cheater.
You're a cheat.
She says I didn't cheat. I just used my magic cheating amulet that makes me better than you. And Twilight says, well, I've got my own magic amulet that makes me even more better than you, and I'll prove it by doing a bunch of stupid shit.
I'm gonna gender bend Applejack.
We're gonna gender bend Applejack, and they do because in the first duel, Trixie won because she did age magic, which is apparently like super advanced. Mm-hmm. And Twilight does it like 90 times in a row. Except they do give you a lot of visual indicators to clue you on what's actually going on here, which I thought was nice. And then like it magics a bunch of instruments on Pinky, and Pinky plays all the instruments without her mouth because Trixie took her mouth earlier in
Yeah.
the episode.
Pinky has not spoken a word this whole episode.
She's making noises though. Actually, they did a really funny joke in the main six scene where Pinky's like, and Applejack's like, "Yeah, I hear you, Pinky."
I hear you, Pinky.
like she can fucking understand her.
Like the town has been enslaved. This is the most peace they've ever had with Pinkie Pie a little quiet.
I like that. I like to think that Applejack like legitimately understood what Pinky was trying to say somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, Pinky Pie. I know.
I hear you, Pinky.
Oh, I hear you. I got you, Pink. So Twilight basically embarrasses Trixie in public yet again. And she's like, and remember, Trixie, this is because this cool amulet that I have, which is way better than your amulet,
I
is
wrote
making
down,
me...
it's a good thing Trixie is stupid.
She is so dumb. And then she's like, okay, well, I'm
just gonna take your amulet.
She steals the amulet.
Takes off her old one.
She takes off the old one, and then Rainbow Dash swipes it from her. And then she again tries to murder.
Trixie's first
Rainbow
act
Dash.
with her power is to try and murder Rainbow Dash.
She tries to murder Rainbow Dash, and it doesn't work. And she's like, this fucking amulet is broken. And Twilight's like, yeah, by the way, that's just like some trash that Sakura gave me.
It's
not.
literally Zakura's doorstop.
Yeah. I tricked you because you're dumb.
I think it's really fun. They beat the magician. They beat the magician with sleight of hand.
I read that too. I wish they had like put more attention to that, like in the script. The way that they beat Twilight says that it's the magic of friendship that beat Trixie when she's explaining that she wasn't actually doing magic. She was basically doing sleight of hand. Where she had Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom basically disguise themselves as younger versions of Rarity and Applejack, and they also had Granny Smith and Big Mac, and they also did a bit where they had Fluttershy
dress up as Rainbow Dash.
Like Rainbow Dash put on a wig, which was probably weird for her.
No, there was literally, Rainbow Dash literally made a face at herself. He's like, "I would fuck me."
Yeah, I mean they probably fucked after this. I mean, just like they probably did.
Again, very neat that they beat the magician with sleight of hand.
Yeah, they beat her at her own game. Basically, I wish they had I wish they acknowledged that in the script. I think that was really neat. Fucking Trixie leaves again. I think in the scene, right?
No, at the end,
Twilight puts her hoof around her.
Twilight,
she gets like all up in her personal space on this one.
Twilight's like, hey bitch, how do you feel? Huh?
Yeah.
Then we do a scene cut where Twilight's doing her magic show off for Celestia and real life horses.
Those are saddle Arabians, which are of course Arabian breed horses, which is funny. I thought that was pretty funny actually. Just Celestia and two large horses. And yeah, Trixie was like, "How did you do the thing with Pinky playing all these instruments?" And she's like, "That Pinky can just do that.
Pinky can just do that."
Yeah, we were just fucking with you on that one, like.
At the show when it's done, Trixie shows up to apologize.
She shoots off some fireworks, which is her like special. It's like actually her special talent is like fireworks. And she shows up and she apologizes, and Twilight really doesn't care.
She's like, okay.
She starts apologizing, and Twilight just like makes a fucking face at her, like
And Trixie's like, Trixie is the great and humble Trixie. Then she throws a smoke bomb and leaves and runs.
The great and apologetic Trixie. It's so funny because like Trixie earnestly apologizes, and Twilight sort of half-heartedly accepts it to make her go away, and then Trixie immediately makes it clear that she did this for her own benefit and not like because she was actually sorry. And then throws a smoke bomb and leaves and falls on her face and flashes Twilight her ass. And then that's the last time that they see each other for 3 years.
They like, oh yeah, was Trixie a fail girl before that became a term? Yes.
Yeah. Yes. She's the original.
She's the original fail girl.
The moral of this episode, there's nobody learned anything.
There's no moral. This is just a cartoon episode.
It's just an episode of cartoon. Nobody learned anything in this episode except that Trixie and Twilight hate each other, and they still hate each other.
They still hate each other, and when Trixie
They
shows back,
they legitimately don't reconcile at all.
then when Trixie shows back up again, Twilight still hates her.
Yeah, 3 years later, when Trixie rolls back into town, Twilight hates her even more than she did last time. And Trixie still hates Twilight also. Like, they still, it's not like one-sided. Like, it's like more, like, obviously we'll get to that episode, for now, but like, it's more one-sided on Twilight's side, I think. Because, like, but like, Trixie also still doesn't like Twilight. Like, she also hates her. It's just like, Twilight wants to kill her, and Trixie just doesn't like her.
It's really funny.
The last thing that she saw of Trixie was her flashing her fat ass at her and like spinning her head for like 3 years,
That's been in her head for 3 years.
Yeah, she's fucking mad about it. Nobody learned anything. I literally wrote, like, for the apology scene, I wrote, Twilight wants nothing to do with Trixie and probably thinks she's apologizing for her own sake, but accepts it anyway. And then she's proven right a single second later when Trixie starts bragging about it and then leaves town.
Oh,
Awesome. Really good. Trixie will make several reappearances in the show from here on out. She'll make a minor non-speaking role appearance in an alternate timeline in season 5. She will make several major appearances in the Equestria Girls movies, including a original song in the second movie, I think. She makes multiple appearances in the comics.
Yes.
She appears in both of the TV specials, very briefly in both of those. I don't think she has any speaking lines in either one of them. I know she's in the Christmas one, but she doesn't like have any speaking lines. She's just like having like gay sex with Starlight.
Yep.
Like off screen the whole time. She will become a reoccurring guest character starting in season 6. And between season 6 and season 9, she will make 13 major appearances. Which probably puts her in one of the most recurring guest characters of the show.
Yep, absolutely.
Where she will be basically a supporting character for Starlight Glimmer, who we haven't met yet, obviously.
Not for another 2 seasons.
Not for another 2 seasons, but she'll be a supporting character for her. And will be, she's probably like, I haven't like ran all the statistics. She's probably like in the top 5, maybe top 3, like reoccurring characters. Probably like Discord is number 1.
Discord's number 1. Big Mac probably number 2. Then Trixie.
Yeah, I don't know if you count Big Mac as like a guest character because he was like in the first episode of the show. Like he's in like a lot of episodes. But yeah, like in terms of like guest characters, she's like top 3. Like she also has tons of merchandise, like all that shit. Like Hasbro really definitely acknowledged that Trixie was very popular. And I mean, they still waited 3 seasons to bring her back for some reason. Probably because they couldn't figure out what to do with her.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would do with Trixie after like this episode. Like having her come back to be like Starlight's fucking girlfriend.
She literally bring her back to be Starlight's girlfriend.
It was a really inspired choice to make with Trixie.
Trixie literally really says she loves her in season 6.
Yeah, I mean, she does do that. I mean, yeah, it's really awesome. It's the funniest thing. Do you know how I like to? You know how my favorite stupid thing is the idea of like Luna and Twilight being a couple because it would probably piss Celestia off. That's like what actually happens with Trixie and Starlight Glimmer.
Yeah, because
it definitely pisses Twilight off a lot. A lot. Even when she backs down and like acknowledges that Trixie has changed as a person and is like trying to be like a better person, she still doesn't like her.
Yeah, because
like, she just fundamentally doesn't like Trixie.
She just doesn't like her.
Like Trixie and Twilight Sparkle at no point in 9 seasons of the show are ever on like good terms with each other. They like tolerate each other for Starlight's sake, but they are like not friends. They are like never friends. It's super awesome.
It's so funny.
In a show like this, the fact that Twilight and fucking Trixie just like never really reconcile or whatever, it's really fucking funny. Like, they kind of how they treat Discord too. He's
none of the cast likes Discord besides Fluttershy.
Besides Fluttershy, but like they put up with him for her sake, you know.
Yep.
It's not true. Spike likes Discord. They're buddies.
Spike,
They hang out.
yeah, they hang out.
They had an episode about that. I mean, he didn't like him before that episode, but I assume that they hang out afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah.
The funniest part of that episode is the idea that Spike and Big Mac hang out. That's awesome.
It's weird because they don't want to give Spike friends his own age.
Well, there are, yeah, what, the Cutie Mark Crusaders? No, thank you.
God. Snips and Snails?
Who else? No, thank you.
No.
They did, I think in Ghostbusters they did imply that Spike knows them. Like,
Yeah.
he like hangs out with them, but he doesn't like them because they're fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Spike is too mature for his age, like, category.
Because he hangs out with his big sister all the time.
Because he hangs out with Twilight, and also he's been on multiple, like, life or death fucking magic hero quests and shit, you know?
Yeah.
He's a mature young man. He's also, like, the king of the dragons, except he's not.
Not yet.
Well, he will be.
He will be.
Kind of.
I think it's this season or next season that happens.
It's next season, isn't it? They don't introduce those. They don't introduce Ember this season, do they?
I think it's next season they introduce Ember.
I'm positive that's got to be next season. There's so much pornography of that character.
I've seen it.
I've seen it too. It's crazy. It's like I think it's it's because furries like scalies, like dragons, obviously, right?
They introduce Ember and there's so much porn of her.
It's because she's like, she's a bipedal dragon.
Because she's a mean bipedal dragon.
She's a mean bipedal dragon. Like, it's just fucking scaly bait at that point. Like, you don't even have to. Like, she's like the first like bipedal dragon in the show, except for Spike, and like nobody's like trying to fuck on Spike as a baby or whatever. Like, she was like designed like I almost would have. Oh, season 6, really? Damn, we're way off. I almost want to fucking accuse them of making her like that on purpose.
Yeah,
but that's what she looks like. I mean, we all know the real porn bait character was Chrysalis, but
there was so much when Chrysalis was revealed.
So much pornography. Because she's mean.
Because she's
a freaky bug thing.
She's mean and she's a hot bug thing.
She's a huge freaky bug thing that lays eggs? Question mark.
Yes. Changelings are laid by eggs. She is the mother. She's the mother to every changeling we see.
Yeah, I don't think we knew that at the time, but I think we just assumed because she's a bug. She also calls all the changelings her children in that episode, so like,
yes,
that's a pretty fair assumption to make. Like,
she's their mommy.
Yeah, she is a MILF. She's an evil MILF.
She's an evil MILF.
We did blow her up and kill her like twice. Because she was evil.
Anything else you want to say about Magic Duel?
No, this episode's great. This is a classic.
It's a great episode. I can't
be objective about this episode because it was just like such a good one.
When I think about season 3, I think about this episode.
Yeah, I think this is like the season 3 episode. Like, it's like Magic Duel and like Magical Mystery Cure are like the defining episodes for season 3. Like, obviously Magical Mystery Cure is like, the big one. Like Magic Duel is like the season 3. I think if you polled like 1,000 people, I think over 90% of them would say that like the best or like most memorable episode of this season is Magic Duel.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like it was so exciting, like, to know this episode was coming, because Trixie really became like a cult classic, like a cult favorite character, like since season 1, And
now she's back.
Now she's back, yeah. And now it's like she's back, and it's season 3, and like season 3 has been super good so far, but season 2 is super good. Like, the show has like leveled up in its like presentation and it's like its writing and stuff like that. So I think people are like super excited to like see like, oh man, it's like we're gonna get like Trixie in like the good seasons. Like, like, cause season 1, like, not season 1. I think we all still like season 1 back then, but I think as more like better episodes of the show started to come out, people started to sort of like cool on season 1, being like, okay, like season 2 is clearly just like objectively fucking better.
The show just gets gradually better after season 1, and then after season 4 it starts going down.
Yeah, like when season 3 was coming out again, we said this like a million times, but this was like the golden age, right? Mm-hmm. Like everybody was super hot on the show. Like everybody was super enjoying it. Like it just felt like it was getting better and better every week. Like the fandom was in full swing. So like having like a fan favorite character return to the show, was super exciting for everybody. And I think this episode like paid it off like pretty well. Only if they hadn't waited so long for Trixie to come back again. But like,
That's why
again, like I don't know.
It's why they
Again,
did
like,
the flashback where Trixie explaining why she's back.
Yeah,
Because it's been 2 years.
It's been 2 years, yeah. I mean, again, this episode was originally supposed to take place in season 2, but like again, like for her not showing up again until season 6, like again, they just didn't have. I think they just literally didn't have anything for her. Like
They didn't know what to do with her.
They didn't know what to like. What are we supposed to do? Like retread the same? Because I mean, essentially, Magic Duel is like in terms of narrative structure, very similar to Ghostbusters, which is like intentional, right? But like, what else can we do with the character? Like, do this again, like a third time?
Pretty much.
Like, the only thing, I mean, in a show like this, like with the like stakes and narrative structure that like, especially like Trixie episodes, like the only thing left to do with Trixie would be to either like double down and make her like a legitimate threat, which we kind of already did this episode, or like give her redemption, which is what we do in season 6. But they had to find like an avenue for them to like do that. Like they couldn't just bring her back and say, I'm a good guy now.
The downside is like, the show will. That's a downside to every show, where it's like the longer it goes on, the worse it may get. But also, the longer it goes, the more you can explore these things with these characters.
Yeah, like when we get to these later seasons, the sort of like not Golden Age, like again, a lot of scripts and a lot of episodes don't work, and a lot of it's not good. But I think it's not a consistent effort, but I think there is in some parts a concerted effort to try to like grow things out a little bit more over time.
Mm-hmm.
Like to have these like sort of like more inline character choices, like Twilight Sparkle. Again, like Twilight just not liking Trixie. Like that's just a choice that they made with her character. Like she doesn't like her. She's never
Which
going
is
to
funny.
like her. It's just funny, yeah. Like, as they do minor things to change the status quo over time, I think it is interesting to see like where the characters kind of go fundamentally. Because I think like this far into the show, no one has really made any fundamental character changes. This isn't really the kind of show like for that shit. But like there are some status quo changes like later in the show. Like the teacher stuff obviously is the big one because they needed to do that or the show was going to die. Like Rainbow Dash becoming a Wonderbolt like later in the show, stuff like that.
Really, only Twilight, Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash, like a Rarity too. They actually go through character arcs.
Yeah, I mean,
Applejack
Pinkie Pie,
stays the same the whole show.
well, Applejack's never been wrong before, so she doesn't need to
The
change.
same for Pinkie. She never doesn't really get a character arc.
Well, that unfortunately is to Pinkie Pie's detriment.
Yeah,
Especially way later in the show.
especially
when it's
way
like,
later.
okay, we've clearly forgotten how to write Pinkie Pie, and at this point, we're just Flanderizing the fuck shit out of her.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Applejack Applejack doesn't need like character development necessarily, but she does get like really good episodes later down the line. Like with the episode about her parents. Like the flashback stuff with her parents is like one of the best episodes of the show, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So like she does get like really good stuff like down the line. She just doesn't necessarily need to go through any kind of like character growth because she's like a mature adult.
She's literally the most
she
mature
already
member.
was a mature adult,
Yes.
like when the show started. So she doesn't like need that shit.
All of her character growth happens in season 1 and 2.
Yeah, pretty much. And Applejack's later season fucking plot arcs are just like, God, I wish I could kill Flim and Flam. I wish I could murder them in broad daylight.
I want to wring their necks.
If I kill them and ask Twilight to hide the bodies, would she do it?
If I kill them, can I beg Celestia for forgiveness?
Can I like, as someone who's dear Princess Celestia, as someone who has undoubtedly saved the world several times, I feel that I am owed one small favor.
Can I kill these two guys?
I would like to kill Flim and Flam. I won't want you to do it. I'm not asking you to smite them.
I
I would like
want
to
to.
kill them with my bare fucking hooves and face no legal consequences for that at all. Zero.
Zero.
None. I would like it if they never even existed. They just disappear one day.
I will be
And they
doing
never-
Equestria a favor.
And if they are chained to a post in the cellar of my barn for the next 6 years, I mean, who can really say if that's good or bad, morally speaking?
She's being honest.
Yeah, I mean, who can really say? I feel like I've earned that. Yes, Luna would have been on with that shit.
Dear Princess Luna, can I kill Flip and Flam? You got it.
Fuck yes. Luna writes back, fuck yes.
Fuck yes. Oh. Season 3, episode 6, Sleepless in Ponyville. The first and only Scootaloo episode.
Is this actually the only Scootaloo episode ever?
No, she gets 2 more later on.
Okay, I wrote a thing, one of my opening notes on this was like, this is the first ever Scootaloo focused episode, which comes way fucking later than the other two getting their focused
Scootaloo
episodes.
doesn't get any more episodes until season 7 and 8.
Oh my god, why do they hate Scootaloo so much? Why? Who hates Scootaloo in this fucking production team?
The writers do.
Everybody hates Scootaloo. Like, Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom got focus episodes in like season 1, both of them.
Yeah.
And Scootaloo doesn't get anything for till season 3, and it sucks.
This is the weakest episode of the batch.
I also wrote this is probably the weakest episode of season 3, like the whole season. I think
It's
if there's something worse than this, I'm like not thinking about it. That's why I said maybe. It's definitely like bottom of the barrel of this season.
It's
not like bad.
One of the weakest episodes in season 3.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad, but it's not like this really. Okay, you know what the thing? Okay, here's the thing. Similar to the last episode, the script for this episode was originally submitted July of 2011, as per Megan McCarthy on Twitter, which is weird that happened twice, like in a row. I don't know.
Yeah.
Megan doesn't specify if this episode was originally intended to be in season 2 or not, because again, things get shuffled, right? I feel like that would make a lot of sense if this episode was written in 2011. I kind of get that, because this definitely doesn't feel like season 3 quality writing.
This is a mid or late episode for season 2.
This could have been a season 1 episode, deadass.
This could have been a season 1 episode, but without Luna.
This episode could have been a fucking email.
But they had to give Scootaloo an episode.
Yeah, they were obligated to do so, and so they just shit this out.
This
is season 3, episode 6, just episode 58 overall. Sleepless in Ponyville, originally aired on December the 8th, 2012. This is actually, believe it or not, a debut episode for writer Corey Powell.
Yes.
This is his first episode of this show. He will write 4 episodes in total. Not off to a great start, Corey.
I have to say this episode is cute, but it's entirely about Scootaloo's crush on Rainbow Dash.
This episode, it's not offensive. It's not like terrible. It's not bad. It's just like, and maybe it's just because it came right after Match Duel. But I was like, whoa, this episode's boring.
It's a little bit boring.
It's kind of just like one thing that just happens the whole time. You know what I mean? Like
it's that every episode with like a young child having a crush on an older character.
Yeah, but it's also about like, it's also that's like less. If the episode was more about that, I think I would have liked it better. This episode is also like
about Scootaloo getting
like,
afraid of the dark.
Scootaloo is afraid of like monsters or whatever, which like also is like a common like trope for especially like a camping episode or whatever the fuck, right? But it's like maybe that's why I thought it was so boring, because of like, okay, I've seen this trope like 1,000 times. Like,
yeah,
I don't,
and,
you know,
and they don't do the thing where like, oh, the monster's real. It's not real.
That is funny. I do like that they use this episode. They use Luna in this episode to sort of get to the idea that like
what she does.
Scootaloo is afraid of isn't like the monster, but like, you know, her like little thing with Rainbow Dash. Like I kind of like that. I think the way that we got there was kind of ass, but like I like the conclusion of this episode more or less.
I do too.
Vacuum. And also Luna's there. Also, this episode is super important for Luna because this is, I'm pretty sure, the first time that we enter into canon that Luna is a dreamwalker.
Yeah, this is what she does. This is what she does. She walks into dreams and protects her citizens from nightmares.
Her little ponies.
Her little ponies.
So, this episode was nominated for a Leo Award for Best Overall Sound. I don't fucking know why.
I don't know
it
why.
It was. The episode starts with the Kino Crusaders. Well, actually, it starts with Scootaloo doing menace.
what should be her talent.
Yeah, skateboarding or scootering or scootering. Her name's Scoot.
Aloo.
Scootering. And Rainbow Dash is like, "Hey kid, that was pretty fucking sick.
Good moves, kid."
I thought that's all she says to her. And she bursts into the Kino Crusaders playhouse, and these fucking losers are playing checkers.
Yeah, they're just
and
playing
they wonder
checkers.
why they get bullied at school.
And they're like, they tell Scootaloo like, "Hey, Applejack and I are going on our camping trip. You're invited."
Okay. So before that, Scootaloo busts in and she's like telling the story, and she explains it more or less verbatim. And then she's like, "But I could tell what Rainbow Dash was really saying is that she wants to adopt me.
She wants to adopt me."
She's like, she wants to be my mentor and take me under her wing and be like my big sister." And both of the other two are like, "Whoa,
whoa, girl, you got some deep-seated issues, huh?"
She like super overshared on that, and they were both like, "Whoa, okay." Like they both looked at each other. They're like, "Okay, we're learning something about Scootaloo today." It's super obvious to them also that Scootaloo has a complex about being an only child or an orphan. Which I'm not clear about this. And the both of them have older sisters that they hang out with a lot and talk about a lot.
Can Rainbow Dash be my big sister? Can Rainbow Dash be my big sister?
And Apple Blue and Sweetie Belle are like, "Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I need an adult. Holy fuck."
So Scootaloo is like, "Hey, can you get Rainbow Dash to join the camping trip since I'm invited?"
And she's like,
I'll ask Applejack."
Yeah, probably.
And then Sweetie Belle wants to join too, but she has to get Rarity to join.
Yeah. And Sweetie Belle was like,
Sweetie Belle harkens back to her episode where she can guilt trip Rarity now.
That's true, yeah. I forgot she does. Yeah, I forgot that was a callback. Yeah, she does guilt trip Rarity into making her doing her fucking face. So that was that a season 1 episode?
That was a season 2 episode.
No, that was Sister Who's Social, right?
And she's like, "Rarity, you love me, right? You go on this trip with me?
You don't fucking love me. You want me to kill myself?" And she's like, "Fuck." She's like, Sweetie Belle's so funny in this scene. She's like, "What about me?" And Applebloom's like, "Well, of course you're invited too." I don't even think Applebloom is like, "You can bring your sister." I think Sweetie Belle's like, "I'll also invite Rarity. She fucking loves nature." No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
What do you mean? And then it cuts to Rarity being like, "No, I don't fucking want to go camping."
This is them giving Sweetie Belle more of a character that she's a little ditzy.
She's dumb as fuck. She's like, "No, I don't want to go camping, you animal." What is wrong with you?
And then she guilt trips her.
Yeah. Do you think she's like got this impression about Rarity because of the
Sisterhood Social?
Yeah, when she got up in the mud and shit.
That she loves getting dirty?
Yeah, no, she did that for you. She didn't like doing that. Because she didn't like doing it that it was a powerful gesture.
Yeah.
She didn't like it. And so she guilt trips Rarity. She should have just told her Applejack was gonna be there.
When Rarity shows up, Applejack gives her a face like, "I'm gonna fuck you, girl."
She did definitely do that, yeah. Until they both remembered that Rainbow Dash was there.
They both remembered Rainbow Dash. They're like, all
right.
We could maybe trick the girls to go out for an hour, but not with Rainbow Dash here.
Not with Rainbow Dash. Yeah, they're both in their head. They're like, "Well, I don't think I want to have a threesome with Rainbow Dash, so..."
No, not with her around.
No, they're like, no, I don't think it's gonna work. They do a bit that Rarity is overpacked. Obviously, it's sort of her.
It's her joke the whole episode that she overpacked.
Yeah, it's her joke the whole episode. Um, and so yeah, they Oh, they also they referenced Rainbow. They referenced the Sonic Rainboom episode in this bit too.
Yeah, because Scootaloo wants Rainbow Dash to
and-
tell her story about how she did it.
Yeah, she's like, watch the episode, kid. I already already did that one. Really awesome. You know what's funny about this? This literally doesn't mean anything because these episodes don't come in a specific order. But last episode when M.A. Larson did a callback to Winter Wrap Up, that episode was written by Cindy Moreau, who wrote the preceding season 3 episode. In this episode, when Corey Powell calls back to Sonic Rainboom, that episode was written by M.A. Larson, who wrote the preceding season 3 episode. It's just a weird coincidence because again, like these were all written before like the episode order was decided, so like it doesn't mean anything. But it's just funny that it worked out like that. I like that everybody's making references to episodes they didn't write. Like that's funny. I wrote here at this point that I think that like legitimately Rainbow Dash doesn't comprehend like how much Scootaloo like worships her, because I think Rainbow Dash thinks that everybody.
Yeah, because she thinks everybody does that.
Yeah, like I don't think she really understands it. I think she definitely doesn't get it. Like,
We also see a really fucked up way how horses make fire.
yeah, what was that? She like, I like it. I mean, I guess it like, how else are you gonna do it? I feel like we've seen a bit before where she just rubbed a stick between her hooves
Yeah?
to do this. So I don't. It's just like, that's fucking cow tools right there.
That's horse tools.
That's horse tools, yeah. That's fucking horse tools.
We start going through Rainbow Dash telling scary stories and Scootaloo getting scared.
Tells a scary story and all the kids get scared. Except Scootaloo wants to look cool in front of Rainbow Dash. So she's like, that didn't scare me. I don't get scared by scary stuff. That wasn't me. And fucking Rainbow Dash is like, hey, that's fucking awesome, kid. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't get scared by nothing either. And this immediately fucks Scootaloo's head up instantly.
I have to not be afraid like Rainbow Dash.
She's like, oh shit, now I gotta own this. And Scootaloo clearly is very scared by the ghost stories or whatever. And so this begins the entire rest of the episode.
The entire rest of the episode.
I didn't really write a whole lot of notes about this section because it's just kind of a one note.
It's the same joke repeated 3 times over.
Yeah, so they spend the next like 10 minutes of the episode where Scootaloo is having nightmares of like the scary story that Rainbow Dash told, and then she didn't sleep very well. Like she wasn't sleeping, like she's like exhausted, and then during the day she's acting like weird and she's like afraid of like the sun going down and stuff, and so she like gets into like a slapstick bit where she like falls asleep on her scooter and everything, and it's like whatever. And then they do the exact same bit the next night. Rainbow Dash tells another scary story, and then she gets scared again, and then this repeats again, with pretty much no character work or like anything really particularly interesting happening.
No jokes.
It's really just like, it's literally just a one note bit that just does like, it just goes for like seriously like 10 minutes straight. So I didn't really write like any notes in this.
There's one bit where Sweetie Belle is terrible at singing, but we know that's not true.
Yeah, I wrote that too. Yeah, so we can't seem to decide if Sweetie Belle is a good singer or not. This seems to vary on the episode because, like, I feel like this is kind of supposed to be a callback to Stairmaster, but she wasn't singing poorly in Stairmaster. She was just really loud in Stairmaster when she did the lullaby song. She wasn't like, the joke of that episode wasn't that she was a bad singer. It was that she was singing it in a style that was wildly off from the intended.
Corey, did you watch the show?
Corey, did you watch the fucking show? I don't know why. Like, I don't know why the director she was. I mean, maybe this was a director choice. I don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't get. Maybe they didn't want to have Michelle Creeber. I don't know if that was Michelle Creeber or just Sweetie Belle's actual voice actress doing that. Maybe they just didn't want to bother like going through the motions of putting an actual song in here.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
That's probably
because then
it.
they'd have to then they'd have to like there's a bunch of additional crap that you have to do if you're gonna put a song in an episode. It probably also increases the budget of the episode. So maybe they just will just like, okay, well this calls for Tweety Belle to sing, but we're not gonna like actually do that. So we're just gonna have her like sound like shit and just not like call it a song. Maybe that was like the bit. I have no fucking idea. It was annoying though.
It's whatever. This is my least favorite episode of season 3 so far.
Yeah, this episode sucks. After like the third time of Scootaloo falling asleep and having a nightmare, Princess Luna shows up.
Yeah, Luna, the monster. Luna turns into the monster that was chasing her.
The headless horse.
Headless horse.
And
it's like, hey, Sweetie Belle. Yeah, hey, Scootaloo. This is my job.
You know, there is one good joke in there when Rainbow Dash is telling the headless horse story, and Applejack is like fucking negging her about the details of the story.
Yeah. She's
like, "Oh, if it doesn't have a head, how's it supposed to see you?" And she said, "Well, just because it doesn't have a head doesn't mean it have a brain, stupid." And she said, and like, Stardust starts telling the story again, and then Applejack, like 2 minutes later, interjects, "Well, where's the brain at?"
Shut up,
asshole! Shut up!
Shut up!
Stop it! Yeah. So Luna shows up and explains that she says it's her duty as the princess of the night to watch over the dreams of ponies, and I guess because she's seen Scootaloo having so many fucking nightmares, she's come down here to offer her, some counsel.
This
again, I can't stress enough how important this is to Luna as a character, especially in fan works. This is basically her defining trait.
This is her defining trait going forward. That in every fan work, this is what she does. This is her job.
This is her job. I mean, she does literally say this is her job, right? So like this is like Luna's defining character trait in like basically everything. I mean, they also reference this several times in the show, basically as many times Luna shows up. But like you'd be hard pressed, I think, to find a fan work for Luna like written after this that doesn't like reference or show her like dream walking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like her entire thing, which is basically the only justification for this episode existing.
Yeah, it's Scootaloo episode. Princess Luna shows up to mock her.
Yeah. Luna also has this like. Did you notice this? It's like a warbling effect on her body in the scene.
Yes. She like.
But it's like
she shimmers.
It's like, yeah, but it's like inconsistent. Like it like isn't consistent between shots, and it isn't on her whole body. Like in some shots, it's just on her ass, and in some shots, it's on like her entire lower body, and in some shots, it's on her hooves, like her arms or legs. It's super really inconsistent, and it doesn't go anything above like her necklace.
I think it was them trying to emulate like that weirdness you get when you realize you're in a dream.
Yeah, I think it didn't end up looking super great. It was very weird. I always thought it was like, is this like an animation mistake for a minute? And I was like, oh, they're supposed to be like, I get what they're going for here, but it like took me a minute, and it was like, I think they could have just done it on her entire like body.
Either do it on her entire body or just not do it at all.
Or just don't do it, yeah, right. Like it was too weirdly inconsistent and like didn't cover enough for her that I almost didn't notice it halfway through.
Yeah.
And so she tells Scootaloo that she has to face her fears. And she's like, "You're talking about the fucking headless horse?" And she says, "No, stupid.
No,
I'm talking about what you're actually afraid of." And then she doesn't.
No, idiot.
Clarify that.
So Scootaloo decides to just race off into the woods to face her fears.
So Scootaloo doesn't get it. Like she deadass doesn't get it, and then wakes up in a fucking panic because the headless horse is gonna come and eat her. And she races off into the woods. Why? That's where it is. That's where it lives.
That's where it's gonna get you.
Like you're going to it. She races off into the woods and she falls into the river, and she's gonna die.
But Rainbow Dash saves her.
Rainbow Dash saves her, and she chews her out for like almost dying. What the hell are you doing out here? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Um, Applejack does early in the episode sort of clue in, like, hey, are you like having a fucking nervous meltdown or something? Like, what's up with you? But she like shoves her off, like she kind of like blows her off on it, and Applejack doesn't really follow up on it, so Rainbow Dash has to do it this time. And Scootaloo looks up and she looks at the moon. She sees Luna in the moon, and I think at that point she fucking gets it finally.
Tell Rainbow Dash what you want.
And she explains to Rainbow Dash that, okay, I don't. It's like what Luna tells her is that she needs to face her fear, but I don't understand what she's supposed to be afraid of here.
I don't. This is the writers trying to figure stuff out to get Scootaloo's character arc going.
Right. Yeah. And so she confesses to Rainbow Dash that, you know, she wanted to impress her and like look cool and stuff, because she wants Rainbow Dash to mentor her and be like her big. She literally does say, "And be like my big sister" out loud, which is crazy. She wants Rainbow Dash to mentor her, and but because she got scared about the scary stories and stuff. It's been like fucking with her. And again, those things just aren't. The script does not really do a good job at equivalating those too much. Like, I know that she like doesn't want to act like she's scared because she wants to impress Rainbow Dash, but like again, like the conversation that she had with Luna was like, you have to face what you're afraid of, and she's like, well, I'm afraid of the fucking headless horse. She says, no, that's not what you're afraid of.
No, I
am. But then
am.
Luna doesn't. And she says, no, I can assure you that I fucking am scared of that because it's fucking scary. And Luna doesn't clarify what she thinks she means by what Lulu's actually afraid. Like, is she? I guess she's afraid of being rejected by Rainbow Dash.
That was probably it.
I guess that's probably the intention of the scene, but like, I don't think that was. I just don't think that was like communicated very well by the script at all. Also, because Rainbow Dash just like isn't a character in this episode.
She's there.
Like, there's not a lot of scenes that Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo share in this episode. You'd think that we could use this episode to have them like actually grow a relationship with each other. They don't.
That's at the end of the episode. Rainbow Dash, like, yeah, I'll be your mentor. I'll be your big sister.
Yeah. So she says all that, and Rainbow Dash is like, I do like this scene. I do like this part of the scene because Rainbow Dash says, you know, well, let me tell you a secret, and if you repeat this to anybody else, I'll deny it. But when I was a kid, I lied to you earlier. You know, when I was a kid, those stories used to scare me too. Until I realized that I'm him, and I locked the fuck in.
She literally she reveals her secret, and immediately goes back to not being humble.
She says, when I was a kid, when I was your age, those stories just scared me too. Until I realized that if a headless horse did exist, I could just beat the shit out of it.
I would beat it up. I
would just win that fight. So I'm him, and I locked in. Which is really fucking awesome. So she you know, offers a little bit of vulnerability to Scootaloo. It's just a pretty rare thing for her, right? And she says, yeah, I think I would be up for mentoring you. And then you know, they hug or whatever, and then that relationship is never explored in the show.
It kind of goes nowhere because Scootaloo doesn't get another episode for years.
Doesn't get another episode for years, and no writer makes really any effort to follow up on this at all. I don't know why, because clearly this has been being telegraphed since like season 1 that Scootaloo thinks Rainbow Dash is super awesome and like wants this relationship with her. And I mean, she literally said it out loud. This is what I want. This is what I want with you. And Rainbow Dash says, I can do that. Like, she doesn't really say I want that too, because she doesn't fucking know Scootaloo. But like, she's like, okay, yeah, like I can do that. Like, we can do that. You know, I can do that to you for you. And then they make just zero effort to follow up on this. It's really like, it sucks.
That's the whole like downside of the CMC is that they never get any more character development like this beyond anything else.
I mean, that's kind of the whole thing with the Kingdom Hearts Crusaders is that all of these plot threads that they set up for them originally with the characters, for whatever reason, just get completely ignored and sidelined until they drop them all entirely and make up a totally new thing for them when they get their cutie marks in season 5.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Like, I know we went over this when we watched the episode, and like everybody's said this a million times, but like the first Cutie Mark Crusader episode, which is like not the first episode where they all meet at the very end, like that's an Apple Bloom episode, right? Mm-hmm. But like the very first Cutie Mark Crusader episode, where it's the 3 of them together, spends half the episode telegraphing what their fucking special talents are supposed to be. That's the entire point of the fucking episode, is to telegraph to you, the audience, what their special talents are. And then Twilight looks at the screen and says, well, they're just not mature enough to realize this yet, but they will, everybody finds their special talent someday. They will eventually come to realize that their special talent isn't something that is waiting for them out there that they've never tried before, but it's something that they already love and that they're already good at. And their special talent is just them honing that craft that they love. And this isn't where it goes. This is not where the show goes with this. This is, despite the fact that that's like the only decent part of that episode. This is not where the show goes with them at all, and instead makes up a totally new thing 5 seasons into the show, when people have been waiting 5 seasons for the Cutie Mark Crusaders to realize that these are their special talents. And because again, this was set up in the first season.
And I want to point out the way they get. We'll talk about this when we get to it in season 5. The way they get their cutie marks doesn't focus on them; it focuses on Diamond Tiara.
Yeah, it's not even like they're like big character. What should be like the moment of them closing the loop on their like original character arcs isn't even about them. It's just like an anecdotal thing that happens in that episode so that they can set up basically a reboot of their character arcs, which also fucking goes nowhere pretty much. Like, it's super weird, and like at least like Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle get enough to do with sort of like their earlier character arcs with like mostly their relationships with their respective sisters that feels relatively complete, especially like Sweetie Belle. Mm-hmm. And like Apple Bloom has more going for her because she's an auxiliary character of the entire like Apple family, so she's often got something to do, like even if it's not like personal character growth or like whatever the hell, like if it's not about her, she's there,
if
she'll
it's an
be there in
Applejack
Apple
episode
family.
She's usually there.
If it's an Applejack episode, or especially an Apple Family episode, which we start getting more of like down the line, like Apple Bloom will be there, and that's like good enough for her. Scootaloo gets none of that. She didn't get a fucking solo episode until season 3. She doesn't get a follow-up on that for 5 fucking years. And it's not like it's follow-up on it, because it's a totally different episode. And we never learn anything about Scootaloo. We never see her relationship with Rainbow Dash explored at all. For no real reason. I like genuinely don't get why Scootaloo was so ignored by every writer who ever walked into that room.
I just want to assume it's because the writing team just had no interest in her whatsoever. That's why
it's like everybody had no interest. Like not one person on that team could summon a single fucking shit to give about Scootaloo.
Scootaloo fans in mourning.
I'm not even a Scootaloo fan. How could I be? There's nothing to be a fan of. There are I literally wrote in this like for like my closing note of this episode, like that in this episode we brush up against 2 like major sort of like elephants for Scootaloo's character. Just one, that she seems to have no family, and 2, she cannot fly. Yep. To my knowledge, neither of these issues are ever explored.
She cannot fly. They do touch on one of her future episodes.
Wait, like season 8?
Yeah, it's an episode that directly like addresses her disability.
8 episodes, 8 years into the show.
Yes.
Like, come on, like, and they probably only did that because somebody threatened to kill them if they didn't fucking write it at that point. Yeah. I have a bomb. I have planted a bomb in Hasbro HQ, and I will blow it up if you do not acknowledge What the hell is wrong with Scootaloo? This is something that should have been established in her character, like, season 1. It clearly is an established part of her character. We see other Phillies in flashbacks who look the same size as her that had, like, fully grown wings that could fly. Like Rainbow Dash. And even Fluttershy. I mean, Fluttershy was bigger than her, but you get it, right? Like, the flashback episodes for Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash showed other kids that looked about Scootaloo's age or size that were capable of flying. Like, Rainbow Dash hit the motherfucking Sonic Rainboom when she was approximately Scootaloo's age. Why isn't this being talked about? Why isn't this being mentioned? Why isn't this a core part of her character?
I don't know. It's just.
Why did we make Scootaloo like this if we weren't going to talk about it?
I don't know.
Who the fuck designed this character? Lauren, what the fuck?
Lauren, it's okay to talk about disability in children's cartoons. It's okay.
Not 2012. I don't know. Steven Universe had to do it first. Like, is this a? I feel like I have to like research this now because I don't know if there's anything I can actually research about this. But like, did Lauren Faust design Scootaloo? Did she design Scootaloo like that on purpose? Did she have a plan for Scootaloo that just never came to fruition because she got fired? And then nobody wanted to touch it? I mean, I could see that happening. Like,
I could
if
see
Lauren had, like, in her hypothetical third season or some shit like that, she was going to address the Scootaloo thing. I'm on Scootaloo's Wikipedia page, and, like, so even as an adult, she has, like, small wings?
Yes, even as an adult, she has small wings. It is an actual disability.
Okay. So I haven't watched those episodes like I like to know.
Yes. Like, as an adult, she physically has smaller wings.
Okay. I'm like on the wiki, like just like Googling, like I'm just like looking for Lauren Faust's name. Okay, this is a weird sentence. One of Lauren Faust's security personnel in BronyCon 2012. What? We're taking testimony from security personnel at BronyCon? One of Lauren Faust's security personnel at BronyCon 2012 states that in his conversations with Faust, she said Scootaloo was originally intended to be handicapped and would never be able to fly. He said Faust conceived a story that would have played out over 3 episodes throughout the first 2 seasons, in which Scootaloo learns that her worth is defined by her talents and not what she cannot do.
And they just never addressed it.
And what happened to those episodes? Although apparently Lauren Faust made her own statement apparently earlier than 2012, or like at some other time, that said there is, quote, no reason Scootaloo can't fly, and that she, quote, just hasn't figured it out yet. What the fuck does that mean, Lauren? If she doesn't know how to fly, why isn't anybody fucking teaching her? What the fuck do you mean,
what does
man?
that mean, Lauren?
Okay, apparently that was a comment. Okay. So apparently that was a comment that Lauren made on her Twitter, on her DeviantArt in 2011.
Okay.
So, and then the other thing was a 2012 thing. Is this like, this links to like a YouTube video, so I don't know if this is coming straight from her own mouth. I guess I'll have to watch this later, but I don't know. Like, so those are two totally contradictory statements that apparently both came from Lauren Faust's mouth. So that's
that both
weird.
Came from Lauren Faust.
So, but that still doesn't answer the question, honestly. Like, so for whatever reason, those episodes never happened in the first 2 seasons. Why not?
Yeah.
And why didn't they happen later? Like, why? Why did we create this character? Why did you create this character, Lauren? I kind of like the idea. If those comments from 2012 are true, I like the concept of this idea of there being like a pony in the cast with a disability that has like a who has like a character arc where she learns that what she can't do doesn't define her and what she can do does define. Like, I think that's very good. That's pretty classic.
That's
right?
a great thing to teach kids.
That's an easy layup, honestly, right? Like, that's just super easy to write, like, relatively inoffensive as long as you don't say something really stupid in it. Like, good. Like, that's good, right? Like, why did we not do that? It's just nobody wanted to? Like,
Yeah, it's hard. We can't be
Fuck
the
you.
fly in the wall in the writers' room for all those years ago.
Yeah, like it's just I just it's just insane. Scooter is just such a weird like black mark on the show. She's just there. I mean, she's not there all the time, but when she's there, it's like, why aren't we addressing these elephants with her character? Why doesn't anybody ever address these? I mean, it's just like I mean, this is like this kind of the same thing with Spike too, but I feel like Scootaloo gets it worse. Where it's like, where did Spike come from? Why do we have a dragon egg? Is it like
At least Spike gets episodes.
at least Spike gets episodes, and even though we don't really necessarily answer those questions of where Spike came from, at least we do give him a character arc where he does learn to find his place in dragon society. You know?
Yeah.
Like, he does get more or less what I'm asking for here. Not really the best version of it possible, but, like, he gets better than what Scootaloo gets. Which is weird.
It's weird.
Anyway, this episode's fun.
This
It's not that
episode's
great.
like a 5, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like this episode gets graded, like, I feel like I grade this episode worse in retrospect because I know that this leads to fucking nothing.
Yes.
Like, nothing comes of this episode, which makes it just blisteringly pointless. Like, I know that, like, most episodes I don't expect a fucking, like, sequel to every single episode. Like, I wouldn't say that this episode leads to nothing, so it's pointless about, like, what are the other episodes we watched today? Like, One Bad Apple. Actually, well, I mean, One Bad Apple does have, like, episodes, but, like, I wouldn't say that about most episodes of My Little Pony. But the fact that this episode ends with allegedly explicitly
A setup for future
like
episodes.
setting up a relationship with these characters, and then that relationship is completely ignored for the rest of the show, I can't help but feel like this episode just wasted my fucking time. Like, fuck you. Like, I mean, like, we had episodes, but like we've done this before in season 1. We had the I can't remember the name of the sleepover episode, but we had the sleepover episode where where Applejack and Rarity like learn to tolerate each other, and that does have implications for their characters down the line.
Nope.
Like, it would be like if that episode happened, and then the next week, like, they hated each other again. Like, they got over it in that episode. That episode permanently impacted their characters. Like, I mean, they get along in this episode. I mean, they still, like, nag at each other, but they're not, like, ready to kill each other. Like, they don't get into it like that anymore. Or if they do, it's because, like, there are, like, there's, like, 1 or 2 episodes, like, they've done line where they do, like, get really into it. But that's because of, like, extenuating circumstances. Or, like, because they're in a bad situation or whatever. And then that puts them, like, that they back down on it because they remember that they, like, don't hate each other. Like, they kind of fall back into bad habits because they're, like, in a bad situation, but they walk back. Like, there's actually a lot of season 1 episodes where characters have conflicts and they resolve the conflicts in those episodes, and that permanently impacts their relationship forever. In season 1, Rainbow Dash fucking hated Pinkie Pie. She couldn't stand her. And then they had that's like true. Like, and then they had Griffin the Brush Off. Like, that's like the first act of Griffin the Brush Off. Well, I mean, it's not that much, but like in the beginning of Griffin the Brush Off, like, Rainbow Dash, like, really fucking doesn't want to see Pinkie Pie. She's like, this bitch is annoying, and I hate her, and I don't want to talk to her, and I wanted her to leave me alone. And then by the end of that episode, she's like sticking up for Pinkie Pie because she learns that she does actually really like Pinkie Pie, and then they're friends forever after that.
Forever.
I mean, like, in Too Many Pinkie Pies, Pinkie and Rainbow Dash are explicitly, like, making time for each other to, like, hang out, like, because they're friends and they like each other. Like, yeah. Pinkie and Pinkie and Applejack in an upcoming episode in this season find out that they might have a familial relationship, and then they don't clarify that, and then kind of decide on an episode-by-episode basis if that's true or not.
Yeah.
But it does impact their relationship to an extent where it gets their families closer together, and then that comes around, like, later in the show, like in the Christmas special and stuff.
It's just it's a setup with no follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, that's a kind of a bad example because they clearly didn't want to lock themselves into something. But if you didn't want to lock yourself into something, why did you write the episode?
We have so many episodes we have to write.
Yeah, why did you write the episode if you didn't want to write a conclusion to the episode? And also, the conclusion of the episode could have just been them definitively saying that you're not related. I don't know why they gave that sort of wishy-washy, maybe we are, maybe we aren't related thing at the end of the episode.
It's
if
weird.
they didn't want them to be related, they could have just said, well, you're not related. But it doesn't matter because we're like family anyway, or something like that.
That's the
You
conclusion they
could-
gave to. They came to.
Yeah, but then they kind of walk it back later.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't matter, but like, yeah. Like, again, like, yeah. So this episode is sort of doing that, and then just, like, nobody gives enough of a fuck to follow up on it.
No one cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Fuck this episode.
Do you want to take a little break before we move on?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, folks, we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Go get yourself some water, go stretch.
Yep. All right, kids. I don't even remember what we have to talk about for the fan. Ouch. I don't even remember what we have to talk about for the Phantom stuff today. I'm still mad about Scootaloo.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, everyone.
Hi, welcome back.
Welcome back. You good to go?
I'm good to go, yeah. I was just mad about, still being mad about Scootaloo.
Still mad about her. And
You
we-
know, fucking,
Go
you
ahead.
know, like, at least, like, cartoons that came around after this will do, like, way better of a job of, like, disability representation, like Steven Universe. I mean, like, Adventure Time, like, literally the main character of Adventure Time. Like,
Finn literally loses an arm.
Finn literally loses an arm. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't happen for, like, years from now, but, like, still, like, like, it gets better. Like, at the very least, we can see that. Like, it does get better.
Yeah.
Like even like My Little Pony fucking wussed out on it for some fucking reason. Like at least like other shows, like
They kind of wussed out on it.
they super wussed out. I mean, lots of other shows. I mean, like a lot of cartoons, like of the not like this era, but like of the next era of cartoons, all do very good jobs with various kinds of representation, which is
Yep.
like at least like not like I guess you should be asking for that or like expecting that from a show called My Little Pony, but like
It's
it gets better.
It's not expected, but when you show it, you should commit to it.
If you think about like what My Little Pony is capable of doing in terms of representation, I feel like disability representation is one of the easiest things they can do. I mean, they can't really do like racial representation because they're ponies, and also we tried that with Sakura.
We tried that
Didn't
with
go very
Sakura
well.
and the buffalo.
And the buffalo. Yeah, so we just shouldn't do that anymore. you tried 2 times and it really didn't work both of those times. So like. Maybe that's why. Maybe they got scared because they got fucking slapped on the dick 2 times in a row trying to do shit like this, and they were like, maybe we shouldn't do anything
Fuck.
ever. Maybe we shouldn't do anything ever. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't do anything ever. Oh my god, welcome to the fandom segment.
Welcome to the fandom segment. I got a couple modern fandom things that happened.
Let's go with that first.
All right. The first thing. This is a big one. Everfree Northwest, the My Little Pony convention, will have Lauren Faust as a guest.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Wow, I feel like that's the first time she's been to one of these things in a long time.
She has not been at a My Little Pony Con since like 2018, 2019.
Wow. Maybe we'll find some. Maybe she'll say something interesting.
We'll have to see. I don't know where Everfree Northwest is.
Everfree Northwest is in the.
Let's see. It is.
Canada? It's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle. Yes.
It's in Seattle. It's next Everfree is late August.
Yep.
So
I'll post that
from
link
now.
in the chat if anyone's interested, I suppose.
You guys want to go to Everfree Northwest, I guess.
Yep.
Hopefully, that'd be nice if she drops a little knowledge or something.
I would.
I'm not necessarily expecting her to, but like it would be cool. I don't know what she would have to say that. Like, well, I was gonna say I don't know what she would have to say that we don't know, but like clearly a lot.
Yeah. Clearly a lot. So we'll
most
have
of
to
that.
see.
Saint Germain will be there.
The next one I have, you know the My Little Pony Gotcha Town Builder on mobile.
I sure do.
You can now play it on PC.
What the fuck?
It's in the
Now you-
Microsoft Store now.
It's in the oh god. Put that shit on Steam.
Yeah, it's in the fucking Microsoft Store now.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I mean,
You think I can get my old account back?
maybe. I mean, good for
Maybe.
people who want to play on PC.
That's so funny that it's on the Microsoft Store of all things. Like they couldn't get a Steam deal. Like
I mean, I can check
What
to
do you-
see if it's on Steam.
I just feel like, I feel like if it was on Steam, they would advertise that over the Microsoft Store. So
You-
who the fuck's playing games on the Microsoft Store?
You know what? Yeah.
I guess they probably saw that like a bunch of other like mobile gacha games are coming to PC and they're getting like good numbers.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, we should probably do that too.
Yeah, it is not on Steam. It's just the Microsoft Store.
Excellent.
I mean, hey, if y'all
Well,
want
good for
to,
them.
yeah, good for them. If you
Yeah,
want to
don't-
do a
don't-
town builder,
Don't play that game
the game.
unless they have seriously like changed how fundamentally how the game works. It is a pay to win fucking trap. You will quickly reach a point where it is just next to impossible to progress in the game without spending money. That's how I remember it.
I didn't play a lot of it. I played it a little bit when it first came out, and then a little
play
bit
it.
last year when I was investigating it. Apart from that, not
Mm.
much.
Yeah, it's. I mean, unless they like changed how things worked or something. That's how I remember it back in the day.
But look, there's literally hundreds upon hundreds of units they have made for this game.
Yeah, you can roll gacha on all kinds of stupid crap, like the characters from Gravity Falls.
You can get Yeah, you can get the fucking horse versions of Mabel and Dipper. You can get fucking different race swaps of different
You
characters.
mean Mabel and Mabel's brother?
That's right, Mabel and Mabel's brother.
Fuck Dipper. They didn't like fuck that guy.
They hated him.
There's like some other character who's like called something Dipper or something like that, and they couldn't like use the name or something.
Oh, probably.
That'd be funny.
The last bit a modern fandom segment I have is, so there is a My Little Pony fan project that got cease and desisted by Hasbro.
Oh, to this very day?
Yes. So there is a project called New Dawn of Harmony. It has music, it has a voice actors, which is a reboot of Gen 4.
What do you mean a reboot?
They were making a reboot of Gen 4.
Like, why? What?
And Hasbro cease and desisted it.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably within their rights to do that, to be honest with you.
But the thing is, it's a fan project.
Well,
Yeah. I'm just saying, we should be lucky that Double Rainbow never got fucking seen, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't. I'm not saying they should do it. I'm just saying they probably had a fucking right to do that, unfortunately. Like,
yeah.
so they're just gonna like remake all like 6,000 episodes of Gen 4 like beat for beat?
I
Like
don't.
like rewriting the show? Like, was it the same script?
I genuinely don't know.
Like, I'm so confused at what a fucking like fan remake of Generation 4 looks like, or is. What did they do to Spike? Oh my god.
I do not like Spike's redesign whatsoever.
They've over-designed these. You gotta pick. I think I don't want to rag on like these fan designs or whatever, but I never really liked like fan redesigns of Gen 4 characters that have like fetlocks or like additional coloring and stuff. I think the charm of the characters is that they're all very simple looking. I think when you give them all this extra stuff, I think we're starting to get into like Rainbow Rocks territory. Do you know what I mean? Or like the shit like Crystal Empire. Like,
I get it.
I think that these border on over design to me.
It would also be a bitch to animate all this.
Also, pause. They redesigned all their cutie marks except for Twilight Sparkles?
Yes.
Why? What? Guys, why Twilight Sparkle?
Because her cutie mark was good.
Yeah, it's the only good one apparently. I do like, just to be fair, I do like that they gave Twilight freckles in this.
The freckles are pretty cute.
I like that she has like kind of like crow's feet, kind of like. I don't know if she's just because she's like had her eyes sort of closed. If that's a character design. I do like that they gave Rarity a mole on her face.
Rarity having a beauty mark is pretty good.
That's really good. I don't like that she's like blue now.
Yeah, she's got a blue underbody.
Yeah, that's like her body color is like bluer than it used to be. Yeah, like, I don't really dig these better than like. I guess that you probably had to redesign them, like to try to avoid the copyright, which obviously didn't work, unfortunately. But I don't think that any of these are like better than the original designs, other than like those like two things that I pointed out. I think it's cute that Twilight has little freckles, and I think it's really awesome that they gave Rarity a beauty mark. Other than that, I don't think like any of these are like better than the original designs.
What sucks is apparently this project was 3 years in the making.
Yeah, that Okay, so hold on. Let me actually read this. So, May 4th, we received a copyright claim for Hasbro, and they basically told us that
Stop.
You would fuck off, right? With that said, New Dawn of Harmony is not canceled and production is not shutting down. Instead, New Dawn of Harmony will now be transitioning away from being an MLP-based project and evolving into a completely original pony-inspired series. Probably should have just done that in the first place.
Just like fighting is magic.
just cut the shit and just do a fighting is magic. Like, let's not waste our time here, right? Like, let's not waste our fucking time here. Are you leaving the pony community? Yeah, fuck you guys. No. What happened to the voice actors? Blah 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 blah. What happened to all the story ideas and work already done? As mentioned before, a lot of the work we created was already very different from the original series. So there are many ideas, themes, and concepts that I don't want to be mean, and I don't understand what the point of this is. What is it? It's like a remake of Gen 4, but like...
Yes.
So you would just like... I guess I kind of get it. Like, I guess I kind of like... What if Gen 4 was good the whole time? I guess is maybe the idea. What if Season 1 of Gen 4 was good? Yeah, like... maybe I'll have to like look and see if there's any of this I can like watch, or like... If they've released anything... They had to have released something for Hasbro to bite on, right?
For Hasbro to like fucking like, all right, shut this shit down.
Yeah. Fan made reimagining. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, Google's AI just gave me some crazy shit that I want to make sure. I'm gonna like try to read an actual primary source.
It'll do that.
I'm not necessarily saying that this is like incorrect, but I want to see if this is. Oh, that's a TikTok link. I don't want that. Can you just like?
Can you just show me?
Just show me like. Redesigns are not a guaranteed feature. The blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever. This is what like the like truncated fucking like AI overview says. Donut Harmony is a popular independent fan-made reimagining of My Little Pony Adventures Magic created by Lovingly Promise. This non-profit project features refreshed character designs, original voice cast, and a more mature PG-13 narrative that explores deep lore and darker themes. What?
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about? Darker themes?
Again, I know nothing about this project beyond what I found out about it.
Targeted towards audiences 16 and older, the series tackles deep themes. Okay, so like this is the part where I'm like, surely this can't fucking be right. Because this is what it says, targeted towards audiences 16. This is like the AI, like this is not like a primary source.
Mm-hmm.
The series tackles deep themes including war, trauma, death, and societal issues. What the fuck are you talking about? What is this fucking... Is this a prequel to Fallout Equestria? What are you fucking talking about?
Yes, I guess. I mean, this is what every My Little Pony fan fiction like delves into.
Yeah, right? Like, I mean, I guess I shouldn't like... I just like seeing that as like war and death. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is Gen 4? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, brother? I don't understand what you're saying to me right now. We have to kill those androids. Like, what are you talking about? I have to know like more about this. Like, currently undergoing pre-production. I don't think so, brother. I don't think so, brother.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore, brother.
I guess it picked up enough steam that Hasbro's like, all right, shut it down.
Yeah, that'll do it. That's why you gotta be quiet about these things. Shut the fuck up.
That's all I have to say about modern fandom stuff.
Yeah, I didn't have anything for modern fan. I'm gonna have to look at this shit later. This is weird. This is fucked up. That's fuck crazy shit. Let me get into a couple of the things that I pulled from the contemporary.
Go right ahead.
The old stuff. The season 1 DVD came out during this period of time, or like late November. Sethesda did a little write-up on it. It's all 26 episodes of the first season over 4 discs, and includes 2 hours of commentary over 6 episodes of the show, which are the 2 pilot episodes, Winter Wrap-Up, Showstoppers, Suited for Success, and Best Night Ever. The commentary, people involved on the commentary are 2 of the, I guess, producers. I'm not really sure these people are people from Hasbro Studios, Brian Leonard and Robert Fuchs. Supervising director Jay Thiessen, Kathleen Wiesluck, who voices Spike, Andrea Libman, who voices Pinky and Fluttershy, and Tabitha St. Germain, who voices Rarity. Luna, everybody, half of the fucking people in the show,
Mm-hmm.
and Nicole Oliver, who voices Celestia. I let's see. Oh, those are okay. So that's all the people who were just doing commentary on the first two episodes. The winter wrap up one also includes one of the art directors and Daniel Ingram to discuss music. So kind of seems like, and Stisso points this out too. It's like they got everybody except the fucking writers for the commentary of these episodes. So that's like a weird disinclusion to not have anybody on the writing staff do commentary.
We can only get so much from the voice actors.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not that I'm disinterested in hearing what the voice actors have to say, but I would rather hear from the people who wrote the fucking episode. And I don't really necessarily care about what the supervising director has to say. I'm not disinterested again, but like, if you give me a choice, I would probably rather hear from like storyboard director or like the episode's like the actual episode director, like, or again the writer, like the people who actually had like direct control of the episode. I'd probably rather hear from them than like Kathy Wiesluck and like a supervising director.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had a choice. So it's weird that it's a weird disinclusion. But I believe this is the first home release of the entire first season. So, it is nice that this stuff is included. I have no idea if they keep doing this in future releases because I've never owned any home releases of My Little Pony. And I've never seen any of these. I've never actually heard of these commentaries before either. So I don't know if anything super interesting comes out of these commentaries or not. But they're there. So that's fun. Andrea Livin won an award in a Vancouver award for best voice. Good for her.
Good for her, honestly.
I think a lot of people know this. I don't know if everyone knows this. Daniel Ingram, after One Bad Seed, One Bad Apple came out, did post on Facebook that there was an alternative. The original version of Bad Seed song was what he called a quote hard rock version. Do you remember this? Did you hear about this?
I remember this.
Yeah, he said like the original take of the song was like a hard rock version, and then that ended up not getting used, and they went with the version we hear in the episode. Obviously, I don't think that version was ever released to the public. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I don't remember.
I do not remember the hard rock version at all.
I do. I know. Okay, I'll put it this now. There were like a billion like covers of Bad Seed. Like a million. Like if you saw them, I'm sure, like scrolling through Equestria Daily this last couple of weeks, there's like 8 million of them like every day of covers or like re-recordings of Bad Seed. I'm sure probably there were some rock versions that I think probably the most famous of those would be the Mando Pony cover. I feel like that's what really like put him on the map. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Yeah, like I feel like that's the first time I remember hearing like Mando's name. Really catchy, like really catchy song, like easy to do. But I don't think that's going on. The fucking My Little Pony card game, the original one, the first one, the Enterplay version, gets they announced 2 box sets, one with Pinkie Pie's big dumb face on it, and one with I believe it's Vinyl Scratch's big dumb face on it.
The card game that uses screenshots from the show and production art.
That was awesome. I think I had the Pinkie Pie box. I think I did have this. I'm like realizing this now, or like remembering this now. I don't really recall. I do seem to recall having this box. I don't think I ever really gave much of a shit about like the cards. I think I just got it because like maybe somebody got it from me or something. But I do think I remember having this box set. And there's probably some. It's probably just fun. Sometimes it's just fun to look at the cards.
It is true. That's the whole. That's the fun part of cards.
Was this actually Was this actually a TCG? Like.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I think I have ever seen anybody actually play it.
I know people who sold it. I know no one who actually played this game.
I don't think anybody played this game. I think people just treated it like, collecting cards,
Yeah.
as opposed to like like an actual like competitive TCG. In the period of time that we're covering here, the first issue of Friendship is Magic, the IDW comic series came out.
Yes.
To pretty good reviews, I'd say.
Remember hundreds of thousands of pre-orders.
Yeah, lots of pre-orders. I think people were very eager to bite on this. I'm looking at the like.
Was this Andy Price's debut as a comic artist, or did he do shit before?
I don't. That might have been. I've never seen. To be honest, I've never seen Andy Price's art on anything else, like before or after. But I don't.
Yeah, he debuted with My Little Pony.
Wow, well, that's a hell of a debut. He did great art.
He does amazing art.
He's at MomoCon right now.
Oh, nice.
Good for him. Yeah, I'm looking at his his official website, and a lot of this, almost all of it, is My Little Pony.
This is
like
all
Prince.
just stuff he did for My Little Pony.
I mean, it's great. These are very definitive works to me for like My Little Pony. I really like that I really appreciate that they were smart enough to not try to emulate the style of the television show in the comic book pages.
It's just his own art style. Because
that shit never fucking works ever. Ever. Like, if you've ever seen like a comic book, like if you've ever seen like a comic book that's based on like a cartoon, and if they try to make it look like screenshots of the cartoon, it always looks fucking terrible.
It does.
Always. The fucking there's like a comic continuation of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon that's going right now. Or maybe it's already been canceled. I don't even know. It looks fucking so bad. It looks so terrible. Don't ever do that. I'm super glad that they gave like the My Little Pony comics like their own art style, and I think that Andy Price was like such a good pick for this.
I really like his art style. Like, he has very thick lines. He uses a lot of blacks.
Yeah, he's got very like nice, vibrant colors, and yeah, his lines are really good. It's very clean looking art. It's very good. His expressions are great. Like he really plays into the cartoon of the characters a lot in this shit. Like he really like a lot of his stuff that I remember reading is like really defined by like the super exaggerated expressions. Like because the characters naturally have huge fucking big bug eyes because they're freaky bug ponies.
So he plays a lot with the expressions.
Yeah, he plays a lot with the expressions. He does a great job with expressions. Like for comedy and like in like the first arc, like Chrysalis was making some fucked up faces with her weird fucking bug face. Anyway, I have the discussion post on Equestria Daily for when the comic launched. People are pretty eager to bite on these. Like people are excited. I'm seeing people be like, I like where this story is going. Seems more adult oriented and serialized as opposed to standalones. I think this. I mean, this really filled sort of that gap that people were like wanting. It kind of felt like official fan fiction.
If you didn't like what was going on in the show, you could just go to the comics.
If you didn't like what's going on in the show, you go into the comics because the comics were kind of like the comics. I don't know if like this was intentional by like probably Hasbro didn't like intend this, but I think like the staff at IDW was like, we're going to do what the show isn't going to do.
Yes.
The show isn't going to give you like a 9-part like epic fucking storyline with like the return of Chrysalis and like with like more serious stakes and like a longer drawn out narrative. The show's not going to do that.
The comics though.
But we can. But we can do that. We can do that because the format allows us to do that, and the format allows us to sort of like appeal to a slightly older audience, and so we're gonna do that.
Like every
arc, because the FCC won't fuck us.
Every arc of the comic is like at least 7 to 10 issues. Besides the small ones.
They got good. Yeah, they were like mini arcs like between bigger ones, but like the major arcs, were like 10-ish episodes long, and they also had like the micro series stuff too, where they had like character focused. Like they had a really good rollout and like really strong out of the gate lines with like good art, good stories. Like like really strong out of the gate stuff.
There was
On
like a
comics.
rule from Hasbro that they couldn't make new villains for the comics. It had to be iterations of villains from the show.
Which is why we got Nightmare Rarity.
It's why we got Nightmare Rarity.
Yeah,
Until they did a later, near the very end of the run, new villain.
Yeah, I think they finally like rolled that down eventually. But even with those constraints in mind, like they still like managed to accomplish like a very good thing for like a very specific kind of audience. And I think like again, like if the TV show isn't doing what you want, the comic probably is, because it really felt like they were tapping into like what fan fiction was doing.
Yeah.
Which again was telling like more sort of adult, or not like adult oriented, like they were fucking, I mean some of them were like that, but like stories that would naturally be more appealing to somebody who's not like an 8-year-old, bronies. And I think the comics definitely were written with bronies in mind, and I think that they delivered on that aspect to like tell like more compelling, interesting stories without like losing like the humor like in the show and stuff like that. Like I think they did a good job too with like having good gags in the comics and stuff. So people were biting on these pretty hard. I don't know like if people like fizzled out on these eventually. I have no idea. I stopped reading them because I stopped watching the show also. But I understand that the IDW run went pretty fucking long.
It had
It was like,
almost over like 110 issues, and then over 100 side issues of different series.
yeah, like the micro series and a bunch of other stuff, and and then there was some Gen 5 crap too, wasn't there?
There was some Gen 5 comics, again, that got canceled when Gen 5 got canceled, but
Yeah, but they remained strong basically until the brand itself died, like went hiatus or whatever.
the comics literally kept going until the brand died.
Yeah, and they are reprinting them. We reported on this last time with like that like Kickstarter like reprint thing.
Mm-hmm.
They are. I found out after that they are doing like a retail reprint of the IDW comics next year. I think I told you about this with the free comic book day thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
There was a reprint of like the first 3 issues of the Chrysalis arc.
Yeah, I think they're reprinting. I feel like I think they're just gonna reprint like an omnibus or like volumes.
An omnibus that collects the whole series would be amazing.
It would be nice. Yeah, that would be great. I would even like. I'd also like if they did like volume releases too. Like if they just did like, here's the Chrysalis. Like here's like these 10 issues of the Chrysalis arc or like whatever. Like I guess that would be an omnibus because volumes are usually like like 4 or 5 issues long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess that would be an omnibus. But yeah, an omnibus release would be great. I would love that. Maybe if they did like a micro series omnibus. Like, let's see if I have any more information about these reprints.
Yeah, no worries.
At the closing ceremonies for HarmonyCon 2026 in Dallas, Andy Price revealed that there are plans for the comics licensed under IDW label to go back into production on shelves again, because Boom Studios recently acquired the license.
Which is Hasbro's comic line.
Yeah. And I believe, and it's correct. And also on Free Comic Book Day, which was a couple of weeks ago, they Boom released a like free, like because Free Comic Book Day they released a thing for My Little Pony. I did pick it up just because I didn't actually know it was even like out or whatever. It just happened to like hey, it's a free fucking My Little Pony comic. I was like, okay, cool, that's relevant. What it ended up being was just a reprint of the first issue of the. It wasn't even the first issue. It was like issue 3 of the Chrysalis arc.
The Return of Queen Chrysalis, Part 3.
Yeah, and like 2 or I think it's like that and like 1 or 2 like micro comics. Not like the micro series stuff, but some of that stuff like how like some of the issues of My Little Pony would have like a 2-page like mini comic in them too or whatever the fuck. It was like a couple of those. So like none of it was new content. Like it wasn't like new stuff. but it was like I should probably just go get this in the other room. But it was like a reprint of that stuff, and then like an advertisement for like an upcoming line. Let me go get it real quick and see if it actually has like relevant
cool.
information on it.
Well,
Yeah, and this does have the Boom Studios logo on it now, which is awesome. Oh yeah, and this also has on the flip side, on the other side, it has the fucking Gem and the Holograms comic.
fuck.
Yeah, right. So here's the ad: more friendship, more magic, more My Little Pony, a new compact edition coming 2027. And it's Katie Cook and Andy Price. My Little Pony Friendship's Magic Book 1. So I assume they are doing volume releases? That's what it sounds like.
I would assume.
But there's really not any more information other than that. Like, we don't have sometime next year. That's all we really know. So eventually we'll be able to get our hands back on those again. That's fun. Yeah. Also, I have a couple of reviews here, like from like review outlets.
Go right ahead.
Also, good things. I'm not gonna read them like too much, but like also good things to say about it. Like they were critically well received. They were well received by fans. Good stuff. What I do have here that's different is some summaries for upcoming, and by upcoming I mean upcoming in 2012. Upcoming books for My Little Pony.
That's right. They start releasing the children's books now too.
Twilight Sparkle and the Crystal Heart, and Under the Sparkling Sea, which is, I don't think I've ever heard of this one before. It looks really fucking scary. It's got like, I'll show like this picture's like really bad. The Gen 4 characters and like a Gen 1 sort of pseudo Gen 1 art style.
Let me see that. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
I don't like looking at that.
But the other one, the Twilight Sparkle and the Crystal Heart, just has like season 1 era fucking like stock art of Twilight Sparkle.
That one's just a retelling of the season 3 starter, yeah?
I believe that's correct. I'll read the synopsis. Twilight Sparkle and the Crystal Heart. Twilight Sparkle is a very special pony, loyal apprentice of Princess Celestia. Twilight Sparkle's life has been turned upside down by recent exciting events in Ponyville, so she sets off for the Crystal Empire to get advice from her former full sitter, Princess Cadence. Join Twilight Sparkle in this original and brand new adventure. No, this is an original story.
Huh.
I have not ever read this, I'm pretty fucking sure. I've seen the cover before, but I'm pretty sure I've never read it. Let's see what the wiki has to say about this.
You can,
Wow, what the? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the so the cover of the book that is displayed in this is actually fake. Because
it's fake.
Well, okay. So when the fucking synopsis was like recent exciting events in Ponyville, Twilight Sparkle's life has been turned upside down by recent exciting events in Ponyville. Those recent exciting events are fucking Magical Mystery Cure, because this book takes place after Magical Mystery Cure.
Oh, so it just spoils the season 3 finale.
Yeah, so the actual cover of the book that made it to retail has Twilight with her wings.
It spoils the finale?
Well, no, because it didn't come out until after the finale of the book.
Okay.
So the finale of the season. So fucking the synopsis of the book is intentionally vague, and the fucking like cover they used for like this syndication is like not the final version of the cover, so that they didn't spoil. But yes, the book is set after Magical Mystery Cure. Like, it's set between season 3 and 4, and it's Twilight. It's about Twilight, like dealing with basically dealing with the immediate aftermath of becoming a god.
That's funny.
This actually sounds kind of fun. I should read this.
I have to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just because this is like literally this like the very like immediate follow up of Twilight becoming a princess. Gilda's in this? What the fuck?
Gilda?
Yeah, Gilda. Trixie's in this.
Why Gilda the bus driver?
Hold on,
Trixie the bus driver.
This talk about Trixie and Gilda. Okay, this definitely isn't canon, because this is talking about Twilight meets Trixie again in this book, and that definitely didn't happen. Gilda and Trixie are hanging out. Fucking no way.
That's fan fiction right there, baby.
This is fan fiction, baby. That is no. That's funny as hell. I should read this. Like, how fucking many pages could this possibly be?
It's 160 pages long.
Hey, that's pretty great. So yeah, that's fun. I never knew about this. It's like immediate aftermath of My Little Pony Under the Sparkling Seas, the other book.
I'm about to send you the illustrations for this, and they're all scary.
For the Under the Sparkling Sea?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. It's just like a picture book?
It's a picture book.
Oh, I thought it was like a book. I'm pretty sure the other one's like a book. No, it's just this gorgeous illustrated picture book features a brand new My Little Pony underwater adventure and includes an exclusive art poster. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. When Twilight Sparkle receives an invitation to visit the underwater city of Equestria. That's so fucking funny. Dude, we should have used that shit in a fucking movie. That shit should have been called Equestria.
It's called Sequestria in the movie.
Shit, that's funny. I didn't even remember that. Equestria, which is a different place than Sequestria. She invites all her pony friends and Spike. To travel with her. The ponies are welcomed by the ruler of Equestria, King Leo, who Okay. I'm gonna read this whole sentence out loud because this is fucked up. Yeah. This is also definitely not canon. The ponies are welcomed by the ruler of Equestria, King Leo, who sits on the Cosmic Council alongside his cousin, Princess Celestia. What?
That ain't canon. That ain't canon.
What's the fuck is the Cosmic Council? What are the fucking Illuminati? What are you talking about? Is Black Bolt there? What the fuck do you mean?
Black Bolt from the Inhumans?
Yeah. Well, he was in the Illuminati, you know.
Yeah.
The Cosmic Council, alongside his cousin, Princess Celestia. What? There's a long-held rivalry between the sea ponies and the mermares. What the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Sea ponies and mermares? What the hell is the difference? The two groups compete each year in a race. So they have racism down there, huh?
Well, if you look at the illustrations, you can see what's a sea pony and what's a mermare.
These are like not loading for me.
I sent you an image.
Oh, okay. Let me. Oh, now they can load it after I complained about it. What the hell is that?
That's a sea pony and a mermare.
Dude, Rainbow Dash looks fucked up. Rainbow Dash looks fucked up. She's seeing a fucking demon.
Let me get that on screen.
Like Rainbow Dash is like looking at demons from hell.
Rainbow Dash is terrified right now.
Why does Rainbow Dash have like fairy? What the fuck's going on? Why does she have like fairy wings? Is she like supposed to have like? Fluttershy has those too. What the fuck's going on?
Do you want to see? You're seeing what King Leo looks like, yeah?
Yeah, I'm fucking looking at it. This is fucked up.
I hate looking at these things.
So Celestia is related to a fish.
Yeah, that's her cousin right there.
That's her cousin, a fish. Okay, why does Spike need the fucking SpongeBob on?
He needs the SpongeBob helmet.
Just Spike?
Just let's zoom in on Spike a bit there.
Why does Spike got the SpongeBob? And why is Fluttershy's like? Why do the Pegasi have weird wings?
Look at Rarity! Look at Rarity in that image.
Yeah, I'm looking at her. She looks like a horse.
What is up with Rarity?
She looks like a horse. Look at Pinkie Pie. She looks like Gen 3 Pinkie Pie.
Why is Rarity's neck so long?
They got her ass elongated down there.
What happened to her?
It's really fucking scary. Anyway, the two groups compete each year in a race for the grand prize, which is a beautiful pearl. Join the ponies and Spike as they confront danger, make new friends, and race to the finish in this shimmering new world. Holy fuck.
fuck, dude?
What the hell are you talking about, man? This shit's 48 pages.
Oh,
Holy fucking god.
I love finding obscure MLP
I've
media.
like dead ass never heard of this. Apparently, this mentions another book, Pinkie Pie and the Rockin' Pony Palooza Party, which is also written by the same person who wrote the Crystal Heart spell
Okay.
book. In this story, Pinkie Pie tries to help save the Pie family rock farm by throwing a concert. Holy shit. We're gonna lose the fucking farm unless we put on the best talent show anyone's ever seen.
We're gonna throw the best talent show Princess Celestia has ever seen.
The events of this book are referenced by Twilight Sparkle in season 5, episode 24, the main attraction.
What?
What do you fucking mean this is canon?
What do you mean?
What do you mean this is canon? What are you talking about? Is anything crazy happening in this book? I mean, yes, surely, but her parents are there. Spike is there. That's great. Photo finish is there. Oh, Jesus.
I'm losing my mind over this.
Okay. So this is the second book in this like My Little Pony chapter book series. The third book. Okay, so Pinkie Pie the Crystal. It's Twilight Sparkle with Crystal Heart, Belle, Pinkie Pie and the Rockin' Pony Palooza Party. There's Rainbow Dash and the Daring Do Double Dare. Something. I'm not reading this. Rainbow Dash does a bunch of bullshit. I don't know. Rarity and the Curious Case of Charity.
Okay.
Is Charity a person or
is Charity could be ML? Oh my god, is she Generosity because Charity runs to Rarity?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, this character is called Charity Sweetmint.
Shut up! That's not a real pony name.
Well, that's her name, Charity Sweetmint. She doesn't have a design though. It's unfortunate.
There's no name.
There's no person named that.
There's no person named like that.
Rarity's new apprentice, Charity.
Apprentice?
Yeah, but after Charity dyes her mane and tail to look more like Rarity and begins to copy her every move, Rarity realizes she's a problem. Okay, Jesus Christ. They could have got this guy writing for the show. The fifth book is called Applejack and the Honest to Goodness Switcheroo.
Oh.
Which is a story about Applejack keeping a diary where she vents about how much she hates everybody, and then someone gets it's just like one of those like, what if somebody accidentally took your diary or some shit like that.
But that's her personal record. You're not supposed to read that.
You're not supposed to read that. The sixth book is Fluttershy and the Fine Furry Friends Fair. Good God. I don't know. This seems really fucking lame. I don't care.
I don't care.
The seventh book, there's 7 of these, is called Discord in the Ponyville Players Drama-Rama. There's a Discord book? There's a book about Discord?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Sure. I mean, fucking why not?
They wrote 10 of these.
They wrote way too many of these. I've never heard of any of these. There's a Lyra and Bon Bon book. There's a Starlight Glimmer and the Secret Suite.
The last one's a Trixie one.
And Trixie and the Razzle Dazzle Ruse. Wow.
And then there's Equestria Girl books.
Yeah, and then there's Equestria Girl books. Yeah. Dude, I'm sure this book is about Starlight Glimmer fucking up. As most of her stories are about Starlight Glimmer fucking up.
Oh. There's so many of these.
There's a bunch of Equestria Girls books. I think these are just like novelizations of the movies. When her crown is stolen from Crystal Empire, Princess Twilight Sparkle pursues the thief. Sunset shimmer. Okay, wait, that's not what happens.
Wait,
Is
wait,
that what,
wait, 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 wait,
oh, her crown? What? That's not what happens, is it?
wait. I need to show you something. I need to show you something.
Is that what happens? Is that what happens in the movie?
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm distracted by looking. Who is this?
It is.
Who is this? Insert OC here.
Who the fuck is that?
Who
Riddle
the-
of the Rusty Horseshoe. Who the fuck is that?
Who is insert OC here?
Dude, what does Scooby look fucked up? Like,
By
I
the
look
way,
fucked up, dude. Who is
this
this?
character shows up multiple times.
Is she like the like OC character for like this book series, probably, right?
Yes. Like she shows up again in this cover.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. Ponyville Mysteries, Perry. Oh, wow, Luna looks great here. And this Sweetie Belle looks not good for some reason. Luna looks great. Yeah, so these Equestria Girls books seem to just be novelizations of the films. It looks like.
That makes sense.
Okay, some of these seem like they might be original stories, but for all I know, they could be based on like the TV show or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like going through. Okay, actually, there's way more of these than I thought there were. Jesus Christ!
There's so many.
There's a collection of 3 books starring Daring Do, who were also written by this G.M. Barrow person who wrote like basically all this crap. Except they were written under a pen name for some reason. Oh, right. Okay, right. Because A.K. Yearling is the actual author of the Daring Do books, like in the actual person. I forgot that they named her that because it's stupid. I did not know that they made real Daring Do books. And none of them are the books that were in the show, I think.
You are never out of new My Little Pony things to read and watch.
Yeah, apparently not. I'm pretty sure like these are not the names of the books that were in the show. Why wouldn't they just like write this
No, these are different stories.
That's funny. Well, I would kind of like I would want to read the book that Rainbow Dash is reading because that shit seemed awesome.
It did.
Anyway, anything else here? Princess Celestia and the Summer of Royal Waves. Learn more about her in this original adventure. Gee, I fucking would love to learn more about Princess Celestia in the television show.
Princess Luna and the Festival of the Winter Moon. Learn more about her.
Dude, I'd love to. Princess Cadence in the Spring Heart Garden. Princess Twilight Sparkle in the Forgotten Books of Autumn. Bitch, you have enough books already, alright? Don't clog up the fucking princess collection.
And then the Ponyville Mysteries, focusing on the CMC.
Okay, so some of these don't have that OC character. And then she just starts appearing in the third one.
Yeah.
I'll Starlight Glimmers in this one. That's great. My Little Pony the movie, the prequel, which has
the prequel? Oh, to the movie.
Yeah, it's like a prequel. It has dude, fucking look at the cover of this. It's got Twilight and Tempest Shadow on it, looking like a fucking rom-com or something.
That's
what happens in the movie.
They introduced Shadow to be another romantic interest for Twilight.
Yeah, they sure do. They should have let her be in the TV show.
She shows up in the very finale.
Oh, does she? I didn't know that. Like
Yeah.
in like the fucking like future episode.
Yep.
That's fucked up. Pinkie Pie. Okay, so these are all like books like with connections to like what happens in the film as well. There are so many of these. I had no fucking idea there were that many books. I knew about like one of these, like genuinely. I literally knew about like one of these books existing. That's fucked up. And this isn't including like some of the other like the guidebooks and stuff like that too. Like these are like fictional, like fiction character, like fiction books. Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on. Just a report here from late November. The Hub is climbing in the ratings.
Yes.
Like week over week, where they're getting better and better ratings.
Literally, over
Thanks in no small part to My Little Pony.
400% increase in viewership.
Transformers Prime is also probably
Oh, absolutely.
it's somehow responsible for this as well. Of course.
Transformer, you went to the hub to watch Transformers Prime and My Little Pony.
Yeah, here is the kind of weird official Christmas art for My Little Pony this year, which features the main six hanging in stockings
And a picture of Celestia.
and a framed picture of Princess Celestia in the middle of the. We should get a framed picture of Celestia in here. Just a small framed picture of Celestia.
And Santa in the right corner.
And Santa in the right corner and Camelot in the other corner. It's this is funny as hell. There's another one here that's like a little less silly looking, and I think also doesn't abuse stock art.
Let me
think
see.
Does abuse stock art. Actually,
That's stock. That is absolutely stock art.
I said that until I looked at Rainbow Dash, and I was like, that's definitely stock art. That I don't recognize like that Twilight though. She looks kind of weird.
That's probably new.
Yeah, maybe. Happy holidays from Ponyville.
Christmas,
They
only
used to
6 months away.
They used to put up a big candy cane on that tree
Yeah, to guide Santa.
in Ponyville. Like that was in Ponyville. Okay, a couple more things here. I think this is the first ever fully voiced or fully like full audiobook. First ever full audiobook Fallout Equestria was released in its entirety.
Yep, saw that.
And around this time, which was by Crazed Rambling on YouTube. I think this is the version I listened to. Like the first time around. Like I read the book, like obviously, but I think when I did listen to the audiobook, I think this is the original version I listened to. So that's cool. I think the rest of what I have are just polls. Let me see if there's anything else. Also, the BronyCon documentary is supposed to be releasing in early January of 2013.
Okay, we'll see that soon.
We'll see that soon. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does actually release at that time. I don't think there's any delays. I mean, there might be a delay. I mean, it may have been a delay. I don't remember.
From memory, I think
it was releasing. I think they were like shipping delays because it was releasing they were releasing like home copies of it. Like it wasn't like put up online. I think originally or something like that. Okay, I've got 3 polls just for old time's sake here.
All right.
We'll just go down these one at a time. I guess the context. I didn't like. It doesn't include the context on the image. This is the poll. The poll is: did your opinion of Trixie change after Magic Duel? 50% of people said yes. I like Trixie more than I did before.
Trixie is higher on my pony list.
26% of people said no. This didn't have any effect on my Trixie level. 9% of people said yes. Trixie is best pony. 7% of people said yes. I don't like Trixie even more.
I hate her.
5.9% of people said other. I noticed, Sithisto, that there's not an option that says I guess that's basically the option is that I dislike Trixie even more, but there's not an option that's like I like Trixie now I don't. Sithisto couldn't conceive of a situation in which somebody would stop liking Trixie.
Still can't imagine this.
Still can't imagine this. This is pretty funny. There's not like anything really to dig into in this. I just thought it was funny. Here's a poll from December the 7th, 2012, asking people to vote for who they thought was the best antagonist so far.
Okay.
The fucking
unsurprising.
The fucking results might not surprise you.
The results are absolutely unsurprising whatsoever.
Out of the 26,000 people who voted, 13,000 of 50%, those people voted Discord as the best villain of the show, followed by
Queen Chrysalis.
17% of people said Queen Chrysalis. And then, like, you can see, I mean, like, this huge spike between, like, Discord and Chrysalis, and like Chrysalis and like everybody else. Then after that is Trixie, and then Nightmare Moon,
And Sombra, then Sombra.
and then Sombra somehow. And then I think Flame and Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon got almost exactly the same amount of votes. Like, they were like almost. That's funny.
Less than
Diamond Dogs.
1% for Diamond Dogs, Blue Blood, Iron Will.
And 66 people, 0.4%, said the Dragons from Spike's episode. which episode was that? I know what episode. It's like not even like the name of the episode. It's like that Spike episode.
Yeah, that's the Spike episode.
Yeah. And last poll. The poll is, which of the main 6 would you camp with? I love when we do these, like,
Okay.
which main 6 do you want to do this fucking activity with? Actually, the results of this may surprise you.
You know what? Yeah, that is actually kind of surprising.
I feel like this is a huge shift from like season 1, like when we used to do polls like these.
People picked for Twilight.
29.6% of people voted for Twilight Sparkle. And then after that, number 2 in the polls is Fluttershy, and believe it or not, as an amazing comeback, number 3 in the polls is Applejack.
People don't hate her.
Finally, not dead last for once in her life. And then after that is Pinky, then Rainbow Dash, and then Rarity and dead last. But not even by that much.
Not by that much.
I can't believe more people didn't pick Rainbow Dash. Are we cooling off on Rainbow Dash?
I believe by this point the Rainbow Dash fans are like cooling off. They're cooling down.
She hasn't had a good episode in a minute.
She has not had a good episode in a
Actually,
minute.
she hasn't had a good episode since the beginning of season 2. So like, it's been a while. She's had like a really good episode. People are super hot on Fluttershy now. Like, all of a sudden, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like season 3 is definitely where like Twilight supremacy reigns.
Yeah.
Forever.
There's a lot of episodes focusing on her.
And like especially like going into season 4, I think she was like in her bag like at that time. But we're I think we're maybe finally past the point where people just blindly hate Applejack for no reason.
And everyone was all about sucking Rainbow Dash's dick.
Yeah. And Fluttershy's getting her boost in popularity around this time too, I suppose, as well. People are starting to get into that.
Probably
She will tank it. She will tank at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
Like season 5.
It's season 4 or 5.
Season 4 or 5, people will get sick of her. And I don't think she ever really recovers from that, honestly. Maybe people, you know what? Maybe people were voting objectively here and not just voting with their dicks. Just voting for their favorite, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that's what people were doing like season when they were just voting for their favorite. I would pick Applejack if it was me.
Because she seems the most knowledgeable about camping.
Yeah. I don't really like Twilight Sparkle. I'm sure she would have a lot of interesting things to say.
But she's
Probably
never really
not very-
roughed it in the woods.
Not probably going to be very helpful in, not even like in an emergency or whatever, just like generally. Twilight Sparkle probably doesn't know how to set up a tent. She probably read a book about how to do it. And also Spike would be there.
Yeah, Spike would be there.
And, you know.
At least she wouldn't have to like have trouble starting a
get
fire if Spike was there.
That's fucking true. You gotta get lost, brother. It's just me and Applejack out there.
It's just me and Applejack.
Whatever happens, happens. That's all I have, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, that's all I got.
You covered most things that I was going to cover.
That's good.
We can finally talk about Ellie Monty.
Oh yeah. I didn't actually put that on my list. Is this the first time we've actually seen her name?
This is when she starts being prominent in the fandom, yes.
Yeah, we saw Ellie Monty's name. on our run through. She's a very prominent. I feel like we talked about her like a little bit before.
No, we haven't. We
Was that just in private?
Just in private.
Oh yeah, Ellie Monty is at this time she's like around this time in like late 2012 she's starting to break into the scene. She's a very prolific singer, voice actress in the My Little Pony community for a very long time. She is probably best known for being for the unofficial official voice of Octavia, I would say. There have been others who have voiced the character, but I think that most people would know her the best. I think she was the character in some of her most famous outings, and she did some songs, like she recorded some songs from like about or like from Octavia's perspective. She did a lot of stuff. She did a lot of voice acting and singing and stuff for the fandom. She was a very prolific member of the fandom for a very long time. Now most of that stuff is gone now.
She closed her YouTube channel for quote unquote unknown reasons.
She's doing some other stuff now.
She's doing some other stuff now.
Do you know what?
We're elbowing you as we say this.
She said when she closed her stuff down, she said she was taking up gardening.
Yeah, she was taking up gardening.
This Rosarian. Did you get it?
Yeah. She was becoming a Rosarian.
She's gardening. Now sometimes I can still hear her voice.
I can still hear her voice if you tune into something VTuber related.
I can still hear her voice like 3 times a week. At pretty much any time I want to. Good for her.
Good for her, honestly.
Yeah, good for her. She's very. We'll see her name a lot more. Like going forward, I think. Like I said, she was very prolific. She's very famous in the fandom. She's one of the breakout like performance artists of the fandom. I would put her up there with like Nowacking and a couple of other people who are very prolific in fan works and stuff like that. She is still active. She's just doing other stuff now.
She is still an incredible singer.
I think she sure is. I think she wasn't. I mean, her activity as Baroni, I think, was over a while ago, like before she changed like her career path. Because I don't think she was doing I don't think she was like engaging with like My Little Pony much anymore. Like when she became someone else. But she was like, I think she was just kind of out there, just doing stuff. I don't really know because I kind of lost track of her at around that time.
Here is a collection of most of her prolific works in the fandom.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that she's done, on her own channel, have been, taken down or privated or whatever the hell. But a lot of the stuff that she's done for other people's projects, she was fucking Derpy in Double Rainbow.
Yes.
Oh, I was like, she definitely was in Double Rainbow, right? But I couldn't who was she in Double Rainbow? Oh yeah, she's been in lots of stuff. I mean, she's like I said, very prolific, very great stuff. Basically again the go-to voice for Octavia.
She is an incredible voice actress.
She's a great voice actress. She's an excellent singer. Lots of fun stuff came out of her. She's still. Some say she's still out there to this very day.
Still out there to this very day.
Not talking about My Little Pony.
Not talking about I'm pretty sure she's brought it up a couple times during.
I'm fucking positive she fucking has. Yeah. It's funny as I didn't recognize her voice for a really long time. Because it had been so long since I heard her. Mm-hmm. And I haven't heard it's been even longer than that I heard her talk.
Yeah.
She didn't talk a lot. I mean, she did talk a lot, but a lot of times when you hear her, it would be her singing voice. So it's I didn't recognize her for a while. Then I was like, oh. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see her more going forward. I'm fucking sure.
Absolutely.
I'm fucking sure.
I got nothing left to say.
I think that's all I've got. That's pretty much that. I think that's more or less everything that's happened or everything that's relevant. What are our next episodes?
Our next 3 episodes are the Wonderbolt Academy, Apple Family
boy.
Reunion, and Spike at Your Service.
No. Fuck. That's you know what, that episode's not that bad actually.
It's fine.
That's the Timberwolves episode, right?
It is.
That episode's alright. It's not like the best episode ever, but it's not like shit. Like it's fine. Like it's better than Sleepless in Ponyville.
It's
yeah. They weren't in Ponyville in that episode.
They left. They weren't even in Ponyville.
They were not in Ponyville. Wonderbolt's Academy is the fucking like half the plot of Top Gun with Rainbow Dash.
Yeah,
the episode.
It's Rainbow Dash officially joined the Wonderbolts.
She joins the Wonderbolts as a cadet,
like as a.
Yeah, she's in like the Wonderbolts Training Academy. Or,
yes.
I mean, that's the name of the episode, but yeah. Which is why she ignores Scootaloo for the rest of the show.
It's why she ignores Scootaloo. She's training.
Does what's the other character in this episode? Lightning
Dust.
Lightning Dust. Does she come back?
She comes back in the comic and comes back in a later episode.
Okay, good for her. She died in this episode, so
yeah, totally.
I mean, they probably fucked in this episode.
Oh, absolutely. Grandpa's, hit us with that fun fact.
Yeah, hit me with that fun fact real quick. FiM Reunion is maybe my personal favorite episode of the season.
It's great.
It's a really awesome episode. It's got like my favorite song of the season in it. Lots of fun stuff in this episode. It's really like it might be like my favorite episode of the season. Spike Your Service is an episode.
I'll discuss it when we get to it.
Yeah.
Nicole Gonzalez voiced Babsy. In Spanish, she was voiced Madoka and P.
What the fuck? Good for her.
Good for her.
That's funny.
Are we good for 2 weeks from now, or we'll figure? Maybe.
No, actually, we are not, because 2 weeks from now I have book club.
Yep,
because we had to move it a week back because one of our members is out of town.
Okay.
So we'll reconvene 3 weeks from now.
June 14th.
June 14th. With Wonderbolt Academy, Apple FiM Reunion, Spike Your Service. We are almost done with this season already.
We have next episode, and then we're gonna do 4 episodes for the finale.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, that's right. So, So Wonderbolt Academy, Apple FiM Reunion, Spike Your Service. Yes, and then our final episode of the season will be Keep Calm and Flutter On, Just for Sidekicks. That episode sucks. Games, Ponies Play, and Magical Mystery Cure.
Because this season has such a weird number of episodes.
Because this season has 13 episodes, so it would be odd. There's an odd man out like somewhere along the line there. Mm-hmm. So we just decided to just do a mega episode. Because we're going to do a mega episode. We talked about this. I can't remember if we said this on the podcast or if we just talked about it in private, but I'll say it again. Our plan is for the last episode of this season to be 4 episodes long. We will do the fandom segment for those 4 episodes as well, obviously. And then we will have 2 bonus episodes before we start season 4. One will cover the first arc of the My Little Pony IDW comic series, which will be the Return of Queen Chrysalis arc. And the other will encompass the next selection of chapters of Fall Equestria.
And then Equestria
Girls too.
Yeah,
fuck!
So it's 3. It's 3 bonus episodes.
Son of a bitch! I forgot.
It's fine. You're fine.
I forgot about Equestria Girls. I was like super excited to read the comic. I forgot about Pocket Equestria Girls. I like Equestria Girls. Well, I like the second Equestria Girls. And then we'll get to season 4.
Then we'll get to season 4. Which means
that the fandom segment of the however many months between season 3 and season 4 will be split up between those 3.
Yeah. Just for our sanity.
Those 3, just for our sanity, and so that like it doesn't just kill everybody, just for everybody's fucking sanity.
Yeah.
Because holy fuck. Because season 3 of My Little Pony Friendship Magic ends in February of 2013, and season 4 starts 9 months later.
That's why.
In November of 2013. Jesus fucking Christ. So I mean, that means, I mean, you know, per each of those, we'll be basically doing like 3 months worth of fandom segment, like per episode of like those 3 bonus episodes.
I'm good with
That's
that.
still so much crap. And I'm sure it'll be super exciting during 9 months of downtime.
Yeah.
9 months of downtime where half the fandom thought the show was over.
We literally thought the show was over after that. We thought that was the end.
It's funny because we found out last week that was never true.
Yes.
And we just didn't know. Like, we just weren't, like, because we weren't, like, digging to, like, check or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, like, half the fandom thought the show was over. Like, the show ended. Like, season 3, episodes 13 was, like, the finale of the show. And they should have been right.
They should have been right. That should have been the end.
It's all downhill from here, brother. Maybe not here.
But soon.
It's all downhill from, like, the end of season 4, I think.
All right.
Anyway, we'll see you guys in a few weeks.
We're gonna... Is Jay still streaming?
Yeah. Hold on, I can check. After this 30-second ad break.
After this 30-second ad break.
I love getting ad breaks a combo breaker.
I love that. It's been great to watch.
I fucking love trying to watch a goddamn set and there's a 90-second ad break. And I miss half the set. Because some of that shit's not on YouTube.